and then you would never need to worry about exploiting them. You would just be looking after them.
Oh yeah, but how? If you wanted more cows, how would you produce offspring with that cow? How would you ethically
Why would you
obtain
want
more
to force
cows?
somebody else into existence?
No.
Why would you want more cows?
That's kind of a weird way to say it. I can't
Why would you
lie to
want more cows?
because you're a farmer.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
like, okay.
So
No,
what
no,
you
no,
do
no, no, no.
when you're
Okay,
a farmer,
wait, no, wait. I
you
said
exploit
that wrong. I
animals.
said that wrong. I said that wrong. I said that wrong. I said that wrong.
Okay.
I said that wrong. Not because you're a farmer. I'm putting myself into the position
Mm-hmm.
of wanting animals and giving them a healthy lifestyle.
Okay. Then why would you?
So how do I obtain more cows without spending a ton of money by buying more cows?
How about
Because
you guys talk about your consumption of dairy and other products of
Because
animals instead of
if I'm a farmer,
hypothetical non-existent farmers somewhere that are not actually farmers and all that shit?
well, yeah, but you live off of what you grow. You're not selling food. You're not doing all of
Just
that.
sounds
You're
like
what you
farming
would
to
be.
me. Just sounds like farming.
That is farming. Yes,
there
you're
you
a
go.
farmer.
Yeah. So when you're a
But
farmer and you exploit animals, that's exploitation. And
I'm not saying exploiting animals, though.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about exploiting animals. What
Yeah,
I'm
what are you
saying
talking
is
about?
you actively take care of those animals and
Mhm.
you treat them well. You don't kill them.
Mhm.
You let them live their lives. You don't use them for food. You use the crops you grow for food.
Mhm.
How do you obtain, like cows, for example? If bulls are so bad for them, how do you obtain more cows
Why
and
would
let
you
them
need more
continue to
cows, though? Why do you
because
need more
animals are still
cows?
because reproduction is a natural thing in
Yeah.
all of humanity.
Wait, reproduction
How
is
do you
reproduction is a natural thing for dogs as well. When you get a dog from a shelter, you're gonna castrate them, right? You're not gonna keep them for breeding.
no, but obviously not all cows are going to continue to lead, not all or
Yeah. So
live,
why
not
would
all of
you
them are going to
continue
breed.
reproducing those cows? Like, I'm trying to see what your motivation
So
is that isn't, oh, I just want milk, right? It just
I'm
seems
not
that
I'm
you're
not talking
trying to
about milk at
justify,
all.
right?
No, 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 no. I'm
Hold
not.
on.
Take milk out of the consumption. Take milk
Yeah.
out of the equation in general.
Then I don't
Think
see a
about
reason to
giving.
reproduce cows.
But why is there no reason to reproduce cows? Why can't
Why
more
is
cows
there?
be on Earth? Because reproduction is still needed for every human or living organism on Earth.
It's okay that to not reproduce. I'm not reproducing, and that's fine.
Okay, that's also okay.
Yeah, there you
you're
go.
allowed to
So
do
just
that.
don't reproduce
But
cows. Why do you need to reproduce cows?
I feel like you're just like
No, I'm just like
kinda
not
dodging what I'm
understanding why
saying.
would you need more cows when you are taking care of
You
cows
don't
as like a
need
sanctuary
you
or
don't need
something.
more cows. You don't need more cows.
There you go. So just
Yes,
that's fine.
but if you're reproducing cows, if you're reproducing
Why?
every single animal that you have,
Why are
so
you
you can
reproducing
continue to
those
have that farm,
animals?
so you can continue to take care of those offspring
Why?
of the animals you have.
Why? You want
Because
you
are
want
a
to pay
because
billions, you want to pay millions of dollars at some point to feed like a huge herd of cows, and you want to reproduce to feed
okay,
more
I'll
cows?
put it as simple as this. Because morally, you're a good person.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you are doing it.
Why
So
does that
what I'm
entail
asking
reproducing
is
cows?
because you're producing every animal. Think of it
Why?
like
I don't produce any animals.
I obviously don't know if you're Christian or not, what
No.
religion you are, but that's not what I'm saying. You know, you should know the story of
Mhm.
Noah's Ark.
Sure,
I'm not Christian. I'm using it as an example.
sure.
How do you ethically get those animals? Because obviously
You
those
don't.
animals reproduced in. So you're just saying the offspring should just die. They should just die
Well,
off.
the
as
individual
a-
should the individual should continue living. I don't see why we should value like the species to continue existing to the point
So
that
you're
we
just
like
saying the
reproduce
species
more
should
cows.
die off.
Sorry?
So you're just saying the species should just die off.
Yeah, specifically the
reproduce.
cows that we genetically bred to be like monstrous. Yeah. Why should we continue like this specific genetic mutation? What would be the motivation of that? And especially like since those are like domesticated creatures that you can't even like let them go into the wild or something like that, you're just gonna reproduce more of them. You're gonna have to feed them, which is like 20 to 30 kilograms of food every single day. You would need to wipe out entire fucking humanity at some point to
So
continue
You're
this.
just saying
But no-
it's impossible to own animals ethically.
Well, owning animals is in itself unethical. You own slaves. You don't own, like sentient beings shouldn't be owned. They should be taken care of.
I
Right?
wouldn't say that's true because in humanity, like a dog, as an example, is a human companion.
Sure, but like I don't think it's like so owning somebody, right? It comes with its set of things that happen, right? I don't think we should own dogs. I think we should have companion dogs if there are like if you like rescue a dog, you can have a companion dog.
Okay, but how do you
also, like,
rebreed that dog as a companion?
why would you breed a dog as a companion?
My days.
Why?
Okay, so yeah, you're trying. So
There are
what
so
I'm basically
many
saying is,
dogs. There are so
listen,
many dogs in
listen,
the shelter.
what I'm
Why would you
saying-
breed a dog?
what I'm saying is, you're trying to defend you're trying to activate. I can't even think of words.
I mean, maybe because like your position is kind of weird.
You're
Why
trying-
would you breed animals?
You're trying to advocate for animal rights,
Mhm.
but you don't want the species to continue to live,
Sure.
is what I'm saying.
Well, the species, yeah,
That's
the individuals.
at the point where I'm at.
Mhm.
On my part,
Mhm.
you don't want the species to continue to live, but you want them to have rights.
Yeah, sure. So the individuals. So do we grant rights to I don't know humans that will be born in 50 years? Do we grant them specifically rights now today? Humans who
No.
will be born? Yeah.
Obviously, we don't.
Yeah, so we grant rights to humans who are already born, right? So baby pops out of a vagina, we grant them the right to life immediately, right there, right? It's now
Yes.
no longer okay to kill that baby, right? And if you kill that baby, you go to jail, right? Yeah. So we grant.
And you
Yeah.
can also go to jail for killing it while it's in the woman's stomach,
and let's be
or
very
whatever you
clear.
want to say.
So I don't want to interrupt so much, right? But if this is really the concern that you have, right, that you have like some concerns for like species extinction, I don't think that point should stop you from today becoming a vegan.
Yeah.
Right? Because listen, what VPM is basically saying is that there might be some vegans who have maybe some other views. Maybe they're not pro-extinctionism for these animals. And that person could be you. And that could be a separate discussion. But for you, like to push the heaviest levers is basically what you put on your plate on a day-to-day basis. Right? And I don't think everything else should dissuade you from becoming a vegan, because that's like a separate discussion, right? You can be a vegan, you can say, oh, you know what, they should procreate, whatever, in a controlled manner. Now, there will be some pragmatic constraints, obviously, because of resources. And I don't know, it depends also on your conceptions of future quality of life of these animals, which a lot of vegans would say it would not be good for them to come into existence with these kind of traits. But that's a separate discussion, right? You can still be a vegan. So I don't even know why we go, like why you're interested so much there rather than taking responsibility with your dietary choices. Would you agree?
I'm sure you could say that, but I'm just curious as to why you can, advocate for animal rights and then say their species should just die off.
Well, it's
Because
not,
that genuinely, in a genuine logical morality sense, that does not make sense.
well, what would be the contradiction? I'm not granting rights to the future beings. I'm granting rights to the beings who already exist. I don't see a contradiction if you can point one out.
Okay,
from
but
light.
in real nature, they reproduce.
Sure.
So if
Sure.
you actually want to give those animals rights,
Mhm.
then you have to let them have the ability to reproduce. If they want to reproduce or they don't want to reproduce, how like you're,
don't see
you're
how that-
choosing.
How does that follow?
Yeah, I don't see
How
how.
does that follow, dude?
do
This
you
is
mean,
like
how
a
does that
positive
follow?
right. Yeah, veganism usually claim for like negative rights, like
Mhm.
certain rights to protect them from certain interferences. Like basically non-actions. We are basically saying that humans should have some constraints with respect to our treatments towards them. We are not saying that they should have like necessarily like positive rights.
Mhm.
That could be much more limited, right?
Yeah.
Like, so for instance, like a positive right in a human context would let's say be like education, for instance, or active protection. That would be like a positive entitlement,
To
right?
animals?
No, I'm basically saying that this needn't follow from veganism. That you grant them like positive rights.
Yeah,
At
you
least
can
not.
give them positive rights. What's wrong with giving animals positive rights?
Well, you could.
They're competent beings.
Yeah, here's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
we can.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think I understand what the problem is now. So
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily against cows reproducing after we liberated them from farming, right? If they live in sanctuaries and those sanctuaries have like a shitload of money, right, to take care of all of the offspring, yeah, sure, the cows can fuck and get pregnant and do whatever they want, right? It's
Yeah,
just
so
like it's just
what's-
hold
what
on,
would be
hold
the
on,
problem with
hold on.
me-
Hold on, I haven't finished my point. Hold on. So the point is, right, is to act in the best interest of the animals. And if it's not in the best interest of the animals to produce offspring because the resources are so limited that you won't be able to feed them, then it wouldn't be in their best interest, and we should like avoid that, right? I'm not saying, oh, let's exterminate, let's make cows extinct necessarily, right? If if there are enough resources, yeah, sure, they can fuck and But if they're like, you can see this is, by the way, like you can even extract this from nature. If you want, I don't know why you would want such a thing. Like in nature, if like herbivores just like ate everything in the area, they're like literally starving to death. And that's not in their best interest. So if you already have like a bunch of animals that are like farmed, so they're domesticated, and you have them in some kind of a like really large but still an enclosure, and you're trying to act in their best interest, it's probably not going to be in their best interest to reproduce, because then you might run out of resources to feed them, and you might need, it might lead to them starving. Why would you do such a thing?
But that can also happen to them in nature.
Sure, no, I'm not saying that nature is
That's-
good. That's why I'm
what,
like saying,
that's what
why
the
would
Ice
you?
Age did. That's
Yeah.
what the Ice Age did to the
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
that's why I'm saying, though, why are we looking into nature? We should decide what is the best interest of those sentient beings. And if I could help the sentient beings in nature to also not starve, I fucking would. I don't think nature is good, necessarily. It's definitely not good for the sentient beings. That's why we as human beings took ourselves almost entirely out of nature, because nature is terrible for us. We used to die from sepsis. We used to like die from cold. That's how we have like mummies, or like get like fucking poured over by like hot lava and shit, right? So we took ourselves out of nature as much as possible. So now we have like animals who are domesticated that we already took them out of nature, and you're saying, oh, it would be terrible to not continue letting them reproduce, even though it could be not in their best interest. So I don't know why we would look in nature at all. It's cruel, it's terrible.
So you just don't care if all animals go extinct.
I didn't say that. How does that entail from our position?
Because if all animals just stop reproducing,
I
then
didn't
they
say
go
all
extinct.
animals. I said specifically those farmed animals that we brought into existence and now have to
Humans
take care of
brought
them.
them into existence.
I wasn't
Wait, what
talking
did that
about all
person say?
animals. I was talking specifically about farmed animals that we now brought into existence. And now it's our job to take care of them.
Yeah, and we can make a strong case that we have a stronger duty towards them than to other animals because we brought them into existence. So it's a state of dependency, basically, right? We created that quote unquote mess, you could say. So yeah, we might have like a special duty towards them because it's like a child, basically. If you have a child, you might have like a greater duty towards them than to say a stranger child, I would argue, right? That's normal,
I
I
would
think.
honestly say if you're a conscious human being with a good morale set, you would do the exact same for a random child you find on the street. But that's just me.
Yeah, if you are like a strict impartialist, yeah, maybe, sure. But I wouldn't agree with that. No, I'm not gonna say that I would neglect the child necessarily, but the relationship is just simply different, right? And it doesn't mean that I would harm the child. I mean, this is basically where we are getting at, right?
Yeah.
I can still care for the stranger child, but not exploit them. You're basically saying, oh, I have like some form of favoritism, which is fine, but at the same time, you will exploit animals.
I never said I would exploit animals.
Well, I mean, are you vegan?
Obviously, no, I'm not vegan. I
There
already
you go.
said that.
You're exploiting animals.
Right?
You're paying
Yeah.
for it.
So I take issue. I take issue with like this what we could call like this like psychological distancing from your own responsibility. You all go into these abstractions so that you don't take any kind of responsibility, right? This is why people speak like in the third person and others, basically. Just take responsibility, man. You can have like a huge impact today, moving forward. So why would you exploit animals?
I again never said I
What?
would exploit animals
Well,
in this hypothetical.
you do with you're
Well,
paying for it, right?
yeah. What is it then? I mean, there is like a clear power imbalance. These animals are being coerced. They are not informed. They're like children, basically, right? If we were to do this on human children, like we would never find this acceptable. So just because someone has like a good welfare doesn't mean that the state of affairs has to be like non-exploitative. Something can still be exploitation even if they don't suffer, my friend. Right? Like you can trick a child into doing certain stuff. They need not suffer and it can still be considered exploitation. Wouldn't you agree?
Not
A child,
really.
heck, a child may even enjoy certain activities. They may even enjoy it and they might even look willing, let's say, right? And it would still be considered unethical. So why would you do that to an animal then?
Why would you help animals? I mean,
No,
like,
why would you do that to an animal, that kind of coercion?
I mean, I never said I would do that. I said I would help the animals.
How would you attempt to help the animals? From what exactly?
So what do you mean? I already explained this to the other lady.
Yeah, they.
Not a lady.
How do you want to help them? In what respect do you want to help them? Like by breeding them into existence and then milking them? What's the point of that?
What? I literally took milk out of the entire equation. I'll be right back.
Sure, whatever. I don't know.
You're
Is
so
there anybody
feisty
else
sometimes, Val.
that's
Sorry.
So, what did you say?
You're so feisty sometimes. Oh, whatever. Cute. What's up, Luke? Luke. What is up? Will, you want to come in and discuss your humanness with us? We can discuss this. Not a problem. Please come in and we can
Yo,
have a
Luke,
discussion
are you there?
with voice.
All right, I'm back.
Because
Is
Okay,
voice
so
with
I'll just re-explain entirely what I said to her. To you.
them.
So what I'm saying is, if you are buying exploited animals or animals that are going to be exploited when they grow up, you're buying baby animals so you can have them not be exploited. You can take care of them. You can nurture them. You can let them actually live a life that you think is morale and that you think is good. Okay. Yeah. And then you do that, etc. And you let them have the opportunity to reproduce. You're not exploiting them in any way. You're not using them for milk. You're not using them for food. You're just letting them live a natural life like they would if they were non-domesticated animals in the wild. That's no different. You're letting them have the opportunity to reproduce. You're letting them have the opportunity to be
Lord, where's all the
non-domesticated
land
animals in
coming
a
from?
domesticated sense.
Where's all the land coming from?
Yeah.
Huh?
Land.
Where's
buy
all
the
the
land.
land coming from?
You
Keep
can
all
buy
these
land, bro.
magical cows that never
In the
get
Uni-
exploited.
In the United States, you can buy about 100 acres of land for like, if I'm not mistaken, like
You're going to
100K.
fill the United States with cows, domesticated cows, and have no room for growing food for humans.
You
Is
can
that
have
the
hundreds
plan?
of acres. And plus, you're
Let's-
living by yourself. You're living by yourself. You're not
Holy
growing food for
shit.
other people. You're growing
Let's-
food for yourself.
Hold on. Let's actually like examine this hypothetical, can we? Do you mind?
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm gonna stream this screen. All right. So you
I
say
cannot watch the screen. I'm currently working.
yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna write it down for everybody else. So you're saying you bought 100 acres.
Okay, let's say you bought 5,000 acres.
5,000 acres, sure. Let's say you bought 5,000 acres, right? You that rich, and then you have like let's say you have grass on it, right?
Yes, it's
So-
all grass, trees, whatever.
Sure. So depending on where you are, let's say it's the most favorable place on planet Earth for grass to grow, the most favorable. So you need 2 acres per cow. Do you agree with that? Like in some places,
I would
you're
say
gonna
you
have
could,
to have like 15
I
acres
could
per
s-
cow.
I could say you could have an acre per cow on
An acre per
on a whole set
Okay,
if you wanted to push it.
that's like, in my opinion,
But you have
lot of
5,000 acres.
overpopulation,
But you
but
have
okay.
but you yeah, that would be overpopulation, but that
Okay.
would be on maximum.
So
But you have 5,000 acres. You're not filling that entire acreage with cows.
yeah, so
You have so much acreage for cows, pigs, other domesticated animals that are being exploited to reproduce, live their
Let's-
lives normally.
let's keep it on cows only, right? You need at least 4 cows so that they're not like total cousins at the end of this, right? Oh, they're still gonna
Sure.
be fucking cousins, but you need 4. You're buying 4 cows, which in itself, in my opinion, is immoral, because of the action of buying a sentient being. And then, okay, so first pregnancy, you let them fuck. First pregnancy in 2 years, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And then, so in 2 years, you have, that's 6 cows. Right?
One cow is born from a cow birth.
Yeah. You have 2 boys, 2 girls, 4 cows, 2 boys, 2 girls, right?
I'm asking if that's how that works. Like they don't come in litters like other animals do. It's
Well, they
just
can
one.
have twins. So, I mean, you could increase that because they can have twins.
Yeah. Okay. So 6.5 cows. I don't know. Let's keep it at 6, right?
Tone, what's the probability of having twins?
Oh.
I am-
Probably like 1 in 10,000, 1 in 20,000.
In domesticated
just call it
cows,
6.
though? I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
Just call it
I
6
believe
cows.
It's 6, but it does happen.
Yeah.
6.01.
That's fine. 6 cows. Let's just keep it at 6 cows. So, and then in 2 years after that,
You have 9 cows.
no, I'm counting 4 more because the previous mothers had 2, sorry, not 4 more, 6 more, because now the calves, the let's say female calves, are also getting pregnant, right? That's 2 more. And then the mothers had 2 more pregnancies since then. So that's plus 6 cows. So that's 12 cows.
But how do you know
I
both,
think
both cows?
you would assume
So-
one male calf.
Yeah,
Oh,
one
yeah, we
female,
should
one
assume
male.
one
So
male,
you get,
one female.
That'd be
so
So
you
fewer.
get 9 cows. So you get 9 cows.
yeah, so that's 11.
That's 9.
No, you have like
If you
6
start
cow-
out, no,
So,
no,
hold on,
no.
hold
If
on,
you
hold
start
on,
out with
hold on.
4,
6 cows here, 2 mothers,
brother,
2
it's basic math. If you
2
look,
fathers,
listen. If you start out with 4
1
cows,
male and 1
2
female.
years later, they reproduce 2 years later. You have 6 cows. 2 years later, again, if they reproduce again, 3 males, 3 females, they produce 3 babies. That's 9 cows.
What do you mean? That's 2 years later. The female also produces a calf now. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
so the
3
mothers
females
had
are producing
2 more.
2
The
years
mothers
straight.
each had 2 more. That's 4. And then 1 more female had 1 more. That's 5. 6 plus 5. That's 11 cows.
I look, you do not know where you're
No,
pulling this
it's-
math from, but okay.
It's 3.
What do you mean?
Wait, it's 3 females. It's the 2 mothers and 1
Yeah.
daughter.
You now have let's
Yeah,
yeah,
so
let's
it's
write
3
that
more
out.
cows.
So you now
They would
have
make 3
So-
more.
3 males and 3
have 9.
females.
Yeah, you
Do
would
you
have
not
9
like-
total.
Do you
You would
not
not-
understand what I'm
9
saying?
total.
Yeah, so 3
Exactly.
plus 6.
That's literally what I'm
9.
saying.
Yeah, so it's 9 total at the bottom.
No, because the mothers now they can impregnate they
6
get
plus-
impregnated once a year. So this is 2
There's
years
6
later.
total, and there's 3 females. So 6 plus 3 is 9.
Guys.
Oh, so okay,
What's
I get
wrong?
what. So what VPM is saying that in those 2 years for the baby to get pregnant first, but the mothers are still being impregnated every year. So
Yeah.
there's 1 year in between those 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's
the-
one
So
more.
it-
It's 1 cow per year.
Yeah, so the
Why
2
was it 2 the
original
first time?
mothers had 2
Probably
each.
because they were
Because-
baby cows. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 11 works if you're assuming
Sure.
1 per year. Yeah.
Sure.
In 2 years more. And like winter you feed all those animals somehow. I don't know, right? Like this is magical grass where grass grows in the winter.
You know, not everywhere in winter is in. There are plenty of tropical lush places that are grassy during the winter.
Okay. So we have
Yeah, it falls from the sky.
so we have
You just say
Essentially where this guy
Alhamdulillah.
lives. Where do you live again, dude? With the 2,000 acres in the United States where grass grows all
Florida?
year?
Florida has grass all year.
And in,
Orlando.
yeah, in Florida, they sow hay during the winter. We already looked that up because the
Yeah.
grass doesn't grow during the winter as much.
You can use Texas. It's not lush grass, but it's still grass.
They
Yeah.
still
The
do
water.
hay in Texas.
Jesus.
They can still sell hay, but you don't need to.
They still sell
It's
hay
grass
to
still.
cow farmers in Texas because the grass doesn't grow as much in the winter.
Why are we completely
We've already
ignoring
looked this
his
stuff
moral culpability and needlessly stabbing others to death?
Yeah.
So your
What are you
magical
referring to?
2,000 acres in the United States, maybe in Hawaii, that's technically United States, but nowhere in the
Hawaii
continental.
is small as shit, bro. Hawaii is not.
Yeah, so
No.
your 2,000 magical acres in the United States don't exist. Move on. You have to buy hay in the winter, United States.
Sure, bro. Whatever you believe.
Okay, but we are like
It's not what I
6
believe. It's empirically proven. Yeah, we don't have magical grass
Okay,
that grows in the winter
continue.
in the United States
Continue,
for
continue,
cows.
continue.
So let's say it's so 5 babies. Let's say it's 3 females and 2 males, right? We'll balance it out later, and we'll make more males later, right? This is just like a luck of a draw, right? So that was in 4 years. So in 6 years, you now have 3 more females having 3 babies, and then the previous mothers had 6. Right? And then plus the 11 cows that were there before. So now that's like 3 plus 6, 9. So that's 20 cows. Right? And taking care of all of those animals on your own, supposedly, somehow. Which even people with a dog, a much tinier animal, would say veterinary care is crazy, right? But now you have 20 cows
Okay,
6
but
years
you're
later.
giving them the right to free roam and do whatever they want. So you don't need a dog to do whatever.
No, I'm just
What do you
saying,
do when your cow gets an infection?
yeah, animals get sick. Animals need their hoofs trimmed. Or
You gotta be a.
if
You
you're
gotta be
just
a
gonna
vet, bro.
let them be like in nature, they're just gonna suffer. So why
Do you
would
know how much
do
it
that?
costs to trim cows' hooves every year? The sanctuary
have no
by us,
idea.
they spend a shitload. They ask for donations like every year to trim their cows' hooves. It's very expensive, and they need a big machine to do it.
Yeah. And you need like a rack to put those animals in. They don't just stand there
No,
for
but-
it, right? That rack also.
Yeah, but
costs
it's more
shitload of
important
money.
to talk about these issues than like what he puts in his mouth every day.
Yeah. So in
Why are we getting toxic, bro? That's crazy
so
work.
just in 6 years, you increased the number of animals that you have times 5. What's gonna happen in 20? Do
Mhm.
you think? So cows live until 25. So in 25 years, how many cows do you think you're gonna have?
200 to 300, realistically.
Yeah. What happens in 40 years? In 50 years? And why are we doing this?
What do you mean? Why are we
Might have
doing
been
this?
easier
Yeah, why are we doing
might have been
this?
easier just to use like 2 acres to grow soybeans.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot easier to me.
Well, he's not talking about like exploiting them, Joe. So this is a weird hypothetical right here. He's talking about what if you just won't let animals take care of them and let animals fuck instead
Oh,
of
like how the
in
buffalo used to
sanctuaries.
exist in the United States before we genocided all of
No. He's not talking
those.
about
Those
exploitation.
wild buffalo lasted a long time, right? While they were free roaming.
Yeah, you let the domesticated animals become undomesticated animals in free roam.
Why? They
Yeah,
would
and how
suffer
long did those
greatly.
buffaloes last after we went into America? How long did those buffaloes last?
Yeah, bro, I couldn't tell you because I'm not researching history on that.
Well, I'll tell you, they didn't last very long, and you can look at the pictures of the giant piles of buffalo skulls, and they no longer
Oh,
exist, and we need preservation of them.
You mean of the people that were murdering them? Oh yeah, you own these cows. So if anybody murders your cows, you can have them jailed.
Aren't you murdering the cows to eat them and sell them?
Oh, sure. That's definitely what I said. Continue to just blatantly ignore everything I actually said.
No, wait. Soapy, so Joe, you weren't here. So this is just like because you are like a good moral person, you just want to take care of
You want to
all
give
of
the
this.
domesticated animals
I'm on
a
your side.
non-domesticated life. You let their free roam. You
Soapy,
literally let them do whatever they want.
Soapy,
So
I'm
wait,
on your
you're
side. I'm
vegan?
trying to explain to Joe what we are doing here, right? So you somehow bought 5,000 acres in America in order to take care of cows, and part of that taking care of is letting them fuck. That's what we're doing here.
And he's vegan otherwise?
No, absolutely not.
What's the point of this?
I don't know.
You're wasting our time.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, is the point is
So
just
it's
to
just a
tell
time
me.
waste. He's not even vegan. He's stabbing animals for fun right now, and he's like coming up with some crazy cow
Oh,
hypothetical.
you got me, man. You got me, man. I'm
It's
stopping.
the-
What do you
the
mean I
right
got
now,
you,
That's
man?
really true, though.
What's the fucking point of this?
I'm currently stopping a cow right now, bro. Yeah, you taught me.
Soapy,
When's the last time you ate meat?
Probably like a month ago. I can't lie.
So you don't eat meat.
That's not what I said.
Would you eat yesterday?
I have no idea because I don't.
What'd you
typically
eat
pay
today?
attention. Noodles.
Would you eat today?
Noodles.
When's the last time you ate at a restaurant?
I don't go out and eat.
What'd you eat 2 days ago? What'd you buy for groceries this week? What's in your
Couldn't tell you,
pantry?
bro. I don't.
What's in your
I don't
fridge?
buy groceries. I
Fucking
live with people
liar.
who buy whatever.
He
Oh,
literally
you don't know
said
what the
he was
you ate
going
yesterday?
to the fridge
Fucking
to
liar.
get dairy.
I don't typically
What'd you
go
eat
in
yesterday,
a
you
fridge.
fucking sophist? What'd you eat
Hey,
yesterday?
this guy's angry, bro.
What the fuck did you eat yesterday, you fucking liar? Or else I'm gonna fucking ban you.
This guy's angry, man.
What did you eat yesterday?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
So to be clear, right? So to
Am
be
I
clear,
supposed
because
to,
I think
like-
this is. Hold on. So I think this is sometimes a bit confusing for non-vegans when we say you kill animals for fun. Now, obviously,
know what you
you're
mean. You're saying that I'm killing animals for fun by just simply buying whatever I buy at the grocery store. I don't buy
Right.
groceries at the grocery store because I don't live by myself. I live with family members who go out and buy whatever they buy, and I typically just do whatever the fuck.
What did you eat yesterday?
Yeah, sure. But you
Again,
don't
I
have
couldn't
to,
tell you
right?
what I ate yesterday because I don't
You
know.
don't remember what you ate yesterday? Did you get hit in the fucking head with a hammer? Do you have
Yo,
dementia?
This guy's literally angry because I don't have the memorability skills to remember everything in my life.
What did you eat yesterday?
Again,
But
I
do
could not tell you.
You really can't. You don't remember what you put in your mouth and chewed up yesterday and swallowed.
No, because
Dude, you're
I'm
a
not
fucking
thinking
idiot.
about for
This
sure,
guy's a fucking
man.
time waster.
He
He's a fucking
Wait,
time
wait,
waster.
wait.
He doesn't
He's-
even know
I'm
what he ate
definitely
He
a
yesterday.
did-
time wasting.
he did say that he
That it
drinks
looks like
enormous
fucking
amounts of
carbohydrates.
milk.
He doesn't
I
even fucking
don't
eat
drink
yesterday.
indirectly milk, but I do drink dairy products such as yogurt in that sort.
You did say that you consume enormous amounts of dairy, right?
Honestly, I wouldn't say enormous, but
You
I do
did say
consume
that,
dairy.
though. You
Well,
did say
you-
that.
I did say
You
that.
did
and I did,
say.
yo, listen to what I'm saying. I did say that, but I'm going to take that back, and it's not as much as I'm counting it out to be.
Yeah, but
I do consume dairy products such as
Guys, how
yogurt.
does he
and
even know if
yogurt.
he has dairy if he doesn't know what he fucking put in his mouth yesterday?
Yeah,
I think he got hit in the hammer last night. He doesn't have a memory.
Yeah, so the problem is this. I mean, even this like decremental view of like consuming less wouldn't really rescue your position, really, because veganism has like a very strong response to that kind of like view, correct? But all we are saying is, if you try to value or if you value animals, then we can work with it, like from there. For us, it's not just simply like.
In this hypothetical,
Wait,
you're
Soapy,
enacting as a vegan.
Soapy. 1 second, don't interrupt, please. Because the thing is this, we are not just simply like a suffering reduction movement. We care about the exploitation of animals.
Yeah,
And
I
every
understand
single
that, and that's
time-
why I'm asking
And
these
every
questions.
single time, and every single time that you, even via your parents, choose to consume these
I don't live
products,
with my
you are
parents, by the
actually,
way.
whoever, I don't care. You know what I'm trying to say, so be a bit more charitable. What I'm just trying to say is, every time you eat these animals to in front of whoever you are living with, you're signaling to them that you want more of this.
Yeah. You're saying it's
And this
okay.
this is the main issue. And since this is completely non-essential, right? It's just optional because we know we can live off of a plant-based diet. The question becomes, why would you do this to animals?
Okay.
Hey guys, if you were to take a bet, what do you think the bet would be that he ate meat yesterday and it would contradict his earlier lie that it was a month ago, and that's why he's not answering?
So
That's
do you
I don't
Very
know why
likely.
your guys' friend is. I don't know. I don't know why your guys' friend is extremely angry. But if he can't have a simple civil conversation with somebody, that's kind of embarrassing.
Wait. Let's try again. What did you eat yesterday? Did you eat meat yesterday? And it contradicts that you said it
No,
was
I did not.
you're lying.
Wait, how can
Hey,
you
man,
not remember
you
what
can
you
be-
ate yesterday, but also remember that you didn't eat meat at the same time?
Because if I
That
knew
sounds
I
like a
ate meat, I
contradiction
would
in
just simply tell you. But all right, man. I don't know why your friend is angry, but again, if he can't have a simple civil conversation with somebody, that's
I'm
kind
not
of
having a civil
embarrassing.
conversation because you're fucking lying.
Yeah,
For sure, man. You really got me.
Soapy, just to defend Joe for a second, he's angry because people come in here like a fucking roulette and they try to justify exploitation and
Wait.
slaughter of... hold on.
No.
Hold
Listen, that's
on.
not what I'm doing. No, bro,
Yeah.
shut up for a second. That's not what I'm doing at all.
Hey,
That's
You're
not what I came in-
lying. Is what you're doing.
You
You're
don't
lying.
decide who
You
shuts
said
the
you
fuck
ate
up.
meat a month ago, and then when I asked, "What did you
VPM.
eat yesterday?" You don't know. You do not know what you ate yesterday if it wasn't meat.
VPM, can you
What did you
please
eat
finish your
yesterday?
point? Do you want to finish your point?
Let's see. What was I even saying, bro?
You're saying you got hit in the head with a hammer last night and you lost your short-term memory, right?
This guy's tough.
What did you
So
eat
the
yesterday?
point is just simply, the point is just simply this. You earlier said, I remember this, it was about 40 minutes ago or so. You said that you consume a lot of dairy products. right? And
I
we,
wouldn't say
we, are, hold on, we are basically here to have a productive conversation of why it is very problematic to consume eggs and milk products as well. And the question now becomes, do you care about how animals are being treated by us? Is this something valuable to you? Because otherwise, if you don't even care, to me, then it wouldn't be clear why I would have a conversation, right? Because I can only have a conversation if we just share some fundamental values.
I don't know. I feel like
So do you
you
find it
can-
acceptable? Hold on. Do you find it acceptable to exploit, abuse, and kill animals for reasons
obviously,
when it's not necessary? Sophie, you have to be finished when I speak, okay?
actually insane. Like I can't even fucking lie, bro.
Yeah. So do you find it acceptable to exploit, abuse, and kill animals if you have other options?
Obviously, you shouldn't be exploiting anything, but you're just making it out to seem like there is no unethical way to get absolutely anything.
Well, in the context,
Who said that?
in our current context, it is actually impermissible to do so. That's the problem,
Better is
because we
easy
have
way.
plans. You don't have to exploit an animal.
Yeah, exactly my point. You don't have to exploit an animal to get some of these things. Like, do you not understand where I'm coming from? There are plausible things that are capable of happening for these things to come to you.
Like being
What?
vegan?
Yo, bro, I'm not talking to your guy's friend, bro. He's low-key a dumbass. So I'm just gonna ignore him, bro. But
I'm the dumbass, and you can't remember what you ate yesterday.
I'm just saying.
But
Wait.
what is your
You think
point?
I'm a
Like-
dumbass, and you can't remember what you did a day ago? Is that right?
So
Okay, so
I don't understand,
basically,
like, what are you
hold on.
trying to say,
I'm
man?
losing my train of thought, hella, because there's infinite amount of people talking.
3 times 2.
I'm arguing against 4 different people, so it's kind of hard to think, especially while I'm working and tired.
We're still set on
It's
the
exact
question.
same
What
thing
did you
being
eat
in any other
yesterday? We're
VC
kind of
when you're
stuck
being
there.
hounded or
Wait, we're kinda-
hounded
we're kinda
by
stuck
multiple
here.
people at the exact same
Tweet
time.
yesterday.
So,
yesterday.
I'm trying to think. So, what was I talking
say it.
about?
Just say it. What did you eat yesterday? Was it meat? Did you lie earlier about the month ago? Just say that you lied.
Okay, so there are plausible ways to
What did you eat yesterday?
have stuff come from animals
Shut up.
without
What did you eat yesterday?
Holy
exploitation.
shit.
Shut up. What did you eat yesterday?
Like, you have to, like, there's no way
Hey,
you
fucker,
don't
shut the.
understand that.
What did you eat
a little
yesterday?
bit.
I'm going to mute you because I'm getting fucking bored of this sophistry.
What did you eat yesterday?
Huh?
Answer it.
I'm so confused.
What did you eat yesterday?
This is
Yeah, like it would be much easier for you to actually answer
106.
to people if you weren't like
fast.
lying all the way and like trying to
I'm not
backtrack the
lying.
lies
I'm
and
lying
all this
here.
shit,
I'm not
right?
trying
It
to
would be
backtrack
so
lies.
much easier if you were
You
actually an
said
honest
you
person.
you said you
I'm
ate
being an
meat
honest
a
person.
month ago.
It's not my
And then I said,
fault.
what did you eat
You
yesterday?
don't believe me.
So
That's
Tweet
just
yesterday.
Anyway,
that. I mean, that's basic human
I
nature.
think-
That's basic human nature. You don't have to believe me.
yeah,
That doesn't matter. That's going to be human.
I
That's going to
think-
be basic human nature.
I think the
what
better
I'm
discussion
asking
is
2, 3.
the better discussion is why are
Is
you
why
paying
I'm
for
not
cows to be
vegan.
raped? Why are you
Ah.
paying for cows to be raped?
I'm not sure, man. But
Even if
That's-
you're not the one paying, you're still consuming, so you are creating the demand by proxy, right?
193.
So when you consume it, people buy for you, and so you are still creating demand, even if you're not
mean-
the one paying for it.
you just want to change the subject into a different sense.
Is it
This is
okay
not
to
a
rape
change of the
cows?
subject. This is
Obviously
not a
Is it
change
not.
okay
of
to
the
rape
subject.
cows? Is
Obviously
it
Why do you
okay
like
to rape
raping
cows?
cows?
Yes or no?
Obviously not.
So why
Then
do you
why
pay
are you
for it?
paying for it?
Like I said, you're literally just trying to change the subject off of what I'm saying. Because I'm not talking about, I have not talked about that one singular time.
I'll tell you right now, you're on a vegan channel. We talk about ethics. We don't give a shit about fucking magical cows that don't exist. We're here to talk about your moral values. I will now unmute you. Please answer the question.
All right, bro. You guys are low-key like trolling, bro. Like, there's
Yeah, but
no way.
Soapy, but let's be clear, right? I mean, you basically said that you don't purchase like your own animal products. Is that correct?
Holy, like I can't even simply explain something to you guys due to the fact the way you guys comprehend something is beyond my understanding.
Wait, what did
Yeah,
you
just-
eat yesterday?
No, I'm not trying to fight you guys. I'm trying to get actual answers from people who
I'm trying to get an actual
practice,
answer from you right
because
now.
I
What did you
actually
eat
want to
yesterday?
know, and in turn, you turn into hateful. No, or not hateful. You turn into an intoxic set and think I'm trying to. Like, sure, I understand where you're coming from about. Oh,
Soapy.
well, why aren't you vegan?
Soapy.
What did you eat yesterday?
Let's stop
What?
with the what we ate yesterday. Soapy. What other questions do you have, and do the answers lead you to considering the animals that you pay for exploitation and slaughter of? Like, let's
That's
go
again
back
not
to
the
like
conversation
just
I'm trying to have. And the conversation I'm trying to have is not about some exotic mythical thing that can't happen.
yeah.
Because
Well, you led us to that. That was your
in a little bit of a sense,
fault,
yes,
right?
I led that.
Yeah.
Yes,
let's-
I led that to that with the entire last subject.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So let's
Can-
start
But
Can we
talking.
maybe?
Hold on. So Val was really nice too. Let's just like scratch the entire conversation and start over with Val and you. Okay? How about that? We just do that. Does that
Yeah.
sound okay?
So
Trying to think. Why?
Okay.
Okay, no, because the main question, I've literally been off track. It's been on the tip of my tongue the entire time. I forgot and remembered
Yeah,
it 100 different times.
let's just start
Why
over.
do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think it is impossible to not ethically obtain substance from animals? Or yeah, I can't speak right now. But why do you think it is impossible to obtain substance from animals ethically?
Well,
That's the question.
I did give you an example where would be ethical, where you like doing
Yes,
something that is in
but-
their best interest. But the thing that you tried to explain, though, it just like starts with you buying animals. That's unethical.
Okay, could you explain why buying animals is unethical?
Sure, you trading in sentient beings. It would be as unethical to buy an animal as it is to buy a human. Do you think buying humans is like good?
Obviously, slavery is bad.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you're trying to ensure.
Yeah, I don't see why we should like carve out this right to humans but not to animals, right? Like if you buying somebody, you're paying money for them. That's just like creates this relationship where you bought somebody. So like as human nature goes, you don't expect something from them.
That's not true. You don't have to.
Mhm.
You can pay people without expecting things from them.
You
can do things
Can you
to-
give an
you can-
example?
You can do things for people without expecting that. That's like, what do you think the entirety of love would be? Love is the greatest example set there because
But
if you actually love somebody, anything you're doing for them is you doing something for them without expectation back.
yeah, but in case of like farmed animals, it just happens to be that you can rescue animals instead of buying them, right? And the rescued animals are going to
And
be.
at the
it just
time, I
happens-
realistically wasn't thinking of that because I'm not thinking of rescuing animals.
I know. So
Or, like, because-
here's the problem though. Then we are unsure why we're having this conversation instead of having the conversation of why are you obtaining animal products from clear exploitation and clear slaughter. Let's just move on there. Like, let's not have this unrealistic situation where that could never happen, where you buy 5,000 acres and allocate 1 acre per animal somehow, right? Let's just talk about reality, what it is now. Like, surely you can recognize that if you buy animal products or if animal products are bought for you, they're just bought from a supermarket where it's more likely that it's a guarantee. It's not more likely. It's a guarantee that those animals were exploited for it. And when they can't be exploited anymore, they're going to be slaughtered. Right?
Yeah, even if you, again, I wanted to bring up like this incremental approach, right? Because people just go and go and go and on with these topics. But I would just like to bring you back and just look like the commitments that your position, your current position, or like these hypothetical position that you're invoking would actually compel you to. So if you are for this, like this notion of, oh, we could in principle have certain animals and obtain certain products, well, what kind of conditions would the these practices you would actually let me finish, let me please finish 1 second, just let me just like construct my thoughts here. Because if you hold that view, you can't just simply eat like randomly some animal products. That's not how it works. So if you truly hold true to your position, it actually follows that you have to have certain kind of commitments, right? You would be committed to say, okay, I am for these kind of conditions for these animals, so I cannot just eat conventional animal products, right? Can we maybe stick there and then work our way up? How about that?
Okay, so hear me out. Would you think
No,
it's
hold on.
unethical?
Before you respond, please respond to what I've just said, please, because this is now very, very relevant to the conversation.
Okay, so I'm
Very
just not.
relevant.
Okay, cool. Nah, bro. No, never mind. Cool. Never mind. I don't care, bro. I'm just
Okay, so okay, fair enough. So I think should just flag you as a time waster because you're very disingenuous, my friend.
Right.
I
Are we
Yeah,
done
just
with
a
it?
time waster.
for
Time
real.
waster. Get him
I'm
out of here.
definitely just a time waster. I'm not trying to like get actual questions, but you know, toxicity in human brain is very natural.
Well, so
Are
No,
When
we
you just say
done
I
with
don't
him?
care, when you're asked
I
why are
was
you doing so,
Done with him?
guys, if I
I
can
was
advocate for
genu-
Soapy for 1 second. So they don't care because like Soapy, can we unmute them for 1 second? Soapy, like Val was talking to you and he ended his what he was saying with like a conversation, asking you to like, you know, interact with you in a certain way. And after that happened, you just like, so if you blah, 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 as if Val didn't
No,
say
because I had
anything.
literally had an entire question before he started saying that, bro. Like,
Yeah, but like
what?
that entire question wasn't like, I thought, I don't know, we agreed, let's talk about now. Let's talk about the things that we're doing now. And then when I finished talking, there was silence. And so Val said, yeah, let's talk about now. So this is what's happening now. Let's talk about that. Okay, Soapy? And then you just like started talking about something that completely irrelevant, some kind of a question, as if you weren't listening. So how do you expect us to have a conversation where you're not listening even?
Bro,
So I
like,
would-
I don't know what
I-
you want me to say, bro.
I would
cannot just,
appreciate. Have you? Let me just ask you this one question. Do you actually know what I've just said, like a few moments ago? Just be
No,
honest,
because
please.
I'm
Be
doing
honest.
a fucking million things at once, bro.
Okay.
Okay,
How about you
but
come
then I-
back when you're not doing million
Yeah.
things at once? Because this
There you go.
this is frustrating for both of us, I can see, for all of us, Soapy. So come back when you're like,
You know, you
chill.
only think it's frustrating because you don't want to hear me out on a set
On an
of
irrelevant
just
topic.
yo, bro. Shut your bitch
I'm
ass
about
up, bro.
to ban you.
No
Shut
one's
the
even
fuck
talking to
up,
you.
man.
dude? You want to talk to a mod
don't
like
wanna-
that? What the fuck?
Yeah, let's call up your mom, Soapy. But listen, here's the thing. We've been dealing with your question for like an hour, right? And I think we reached a ridiculous solution where in 14 years you'll have almost 500 cows, right? So like we went through your question. I'm just like asking, why aren't you like interacting with our questions when we were so gracious to you, so gracious, granting you a bunch of stuff?
You know why he won't answer what he ate yesterday? Because he was eating chicken nuggets in his mom's basement, and he just like
Yep.
just won't answer that because it was a month ago.
Yeah.
But then yesterday he had chicken nuggets in his mommy's basement.
That's probably
Yeah, so
true.
Soki, if you're done with whatever you're doing, you're obviously welcome to come back, and then we can have maybe like a discussion. Okay, I think it's probably like the most productive course of action. I think because
Yeah.
if you're just distracted, you probably also cannot really form your thoughts properly, and then we get confused or frustrated. Maybe just come back, and you can just still have a listen. I mean, I don't have any grudge on you, so it's just a bit like frustrating, I think, and just come back if you want, or just keep listening here.
He is intentionally wasting people's times and
Yep.
constantly dodging his own responsibility of anything and talking about magical cows and whatever, and denying that there is exploitation with clearly is and whatever. It's just derailing and being the fucking sophist.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you keep
I
saying,
think,
"Oh, come back and be sophist and waste our
No.
time more because we enjoy it." It's like, what the fuck?
I should just
Yeah, you
ban
can
it.
also.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can bet.
Sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Elhad, go ahead.
You are guys vegan, right?
Yeah.
Why you choose to be vegan?
Sure. So it's for me personally, it was the realization that while watching other animals, sorry, if we can mute those who like hot miking, maybe.
Van Wang, can you mute yourself, please, before I have to?
Fang, can you mute yourself for a little bit?
Thank you.
Is that possible? Okay, I'm just gonna mute you. That's okay. So for myself, so I had, for me personally, it was the realization that I can't watch another animal suffer, and yet I was paying for exploitation and slaughter of animals whom I don't watch suffering, whom I don't watch being exploited, and that just created a contradiction for me, because I don't think animals should be exploited and slaughtered for us, yet I was paying for it, so I went vegan.
Okay. And you, my friend, it's the same reason or have a different? All vegans think like this, or some choose to be vegan have different reasons?
Well, definitionally, to become vegan, right, is actually a stance. It's like a view, right? It's like a change in perspective with respect to animals. Like veganism is literally defined as being against animal exploitation, basically.
Okay.
This is basically like this is maybe like, I don't want to get like religious, but it's basically like if you ask like a religious follower, well, why do you now believe in God? They will probably give you like very similar answers, because they maybe said it's about the truth, or they want to something along those lines, basically. And veganism is basically about the animals.
Okay. What's the difference between vegan and vegetarian?
Yeah, someone wants to go
Sure.
ahead.
So
Yeah, so a vegetarian. Oh, you can go ahead.
okay, so vegetarians sometimes doing it for ethical reasons, but they just don't have the understanding of what happens in the dairy and the egg industry. So they go halfway because they're just like, oh my God, animals are killed. I don't want animals to be killed. But also sometimes vegetarians are just like, for a matter of, oh, icky, I don't just like the taste of meat, right? For several reasons. But if we meet vegetarians that are ethically inclined, supposedly if we tell them, well, animals are still killed for dairy and eggs, and worse than that, they are exploited, and that's just like unjust to exist, then those vegetarians go vegan.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you guys to answer my question.
Sure.
I have a nice day.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So, what makes you though join this room? Like, what is your opinion about animals?
No, I'm just enjoying the. I thought just join the server. This is my first
Mm-hmm.
room
Yeah.
to enjoy, and I didn't realize subject is about vegan.
Do you think we should care about animals and we should protect them?
We should care about animals and protect it, but I'm not
Okay.
actually a vegan.
Right. And that's the issue why I I tried to stop you a little bit because you're probably not a vegan. So what makes you think that it is okay how we treat animals?
You should treat animals right, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't mind to eat some meat.
Okay.
Where I don't in our religion, if we gonna eat some meat, we have to treat the animal what we gonna eat a pretty good treat, because it's a pretty long story to say why we do this, and yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously we know why humans do it, but the question becomes, is it still okay to do it if we don't need to do it? Because obviously you can just live your life very healthily without killing animals and without exploiting animals. I mean,
Not
I know
all
what.
people can do this. In my country, we don't have very good vegetarian vegetables, and we have to eat some meat to live. We need
Well,
protein.
so,
We need protein,
So
and
yeah, before we go there, right? Would you let me just test you so that I know whether you are actually caring about this issue. So, if it were the case that in your country it is possible to just eat plants, would you then say we should stop exploiting and killing animals?
we actually don't kill animals.
Well, you said you eat meat.
And we eat meat, but we don't kill animals randomly.
Well,
Only the
so let's.
bigger one, only the bigger one who will die at age. We just know he's gonna die, so we just eat it before
What?
he's dead.
Wait, where do you get your meat from, my friend?
It's a long story. It's a very very a long story.
My friend, are you being honest to me? I don't like being lied to.
I don't be lied at you.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
never
you
lie. I'm
so
Muslim, and Muslim never lie.
okay. Okay. That's like a nice privilege. So let's be very clear, right? Let's be very clear. So you're basically eating like very old animals.
You can say that.
So you're basically eating animals that are about to die.
You can say that. Not exact, but you can say that.
What exactly? What do you like? I'm a bit lost here. Like,
I know you're lost because my words don't help me, because the words didn't come fast in my mind, because I'm not good at English very much. That's all. We in our religion we don't kill animals. This is wrong. We don't see a cat and punch the cat. This is very wrong, and you gonna go to jail to do something like this.
Oh, what religion
You
is that?
if you walk randomly and kick some cats, all the
What
people
religion
in
is that?
the street gonna hate you back.
What religion is that?
Islam.
Islam? In Islam, you're saying there is no slaughter in Islam?
Islam what?
You're saying there is no slaughter in Islam?
What does this does mean?
Slaughter means cutting the neck of an animal in order to dismember them and eat them. So in case of Islam, we know there is like
We
halal
actually,
slaughter.
When
yeah?
we gonna kill the animal, we just do this because
So you
this
kill
is
animals, yeah?
the least painful. This.
Yeah, so you kill animals, yes? Yes. So you were lying to Val saying we
No.
don't kill animals, we just eat animals that died naturally? You were lying.
No, if we eat
Yeah.
the animal die naturally, you are actually not.
Yeah. But you kill them, you
not,
slaughter them. You kill them.
No,
Nice
if
way.
we
You kill them
know
in nice way.
He's gonna die and he's suffering right now. We slaughter it.
Yeah, you kill them
If he
nicely,
dies
but you kill them,
we
yeah?
cannot eat it. We cannot eat it.
Yeah, you kill them nicely. Yeah. You kill them.
It's a very
Yes?
big debate. I know you.
Yeah. But you kill. No. You just tell me if you kill them. You kill them, right? You kill animals, yes?
You can say that too.
Yeah, you can say that because that's true. So in Islam, there is halal slaughter. You say Bismillah, you tell Allah, thank you for this animal whom I'm about to cut their throat, and then you cut the animal's throat. And then everybody gathers and you eat that animal, usually sheep,
You're
right?
Christian?
I'm not, let's not discuss my religion or lack thereof. I'm describing what halal slaughter is, right? I've just described halal slaughter, yes, Al-Had? I just described halal slaughter.
I will.
You say
Your
Bismillah,
question,
and then you cut the throat of an animal, yes?
Look. I will
Did I
answer your
describe
question
correctly the
while you
halal
answer
slaughter?
my question. Okay?
No, we answered your questions, now answer ours. Answer ours.
Look,
Did
look.
I describe halal
I
slaughter
respect
correctly?
you are vegan. I'm not respecting your vegan, but
Al-Had,
you need to respect.
Did I just describe halal slaughter correctly?
No. It's not all people. Not all Muslims look like.
Did
okay?
I describe halal slaughter correctly or not? You say Bismillah, and then you cut the throat of an animal, and then you eat that animal, correct?
We read the Quran.
Yeah.
And
And
when
then you
the
cut the
animal
throat of an
calms down
animal.
and he knows. The animal knows we're gonna see God.
Yeah, so you kill the animal, correct?
No, you can say that.
Well,
But
you can
it's
say
not
that because that's the
actually
truth.
Kill
And
is
what
a
you
big
said,
word for what we do.
Al-Had,
Kill is a big
what
word for
what
what
you
we
said.
do.
So what you said earlier that you only eat animals that die natural of old age was a lie,
When we know
right?
this animal gonna die by old age,
Yeah, and so you
before
kill
he
it
dead,
before
we
it
end his
it
suffering-
reaches old
we end his
age,
suffering
correct?
by this.
So you don't eat animals that just naturally died. You kill animals, correct? Just a yes or no,
Don't kill
please.
animals. We don't kill animals. We slaughter. Slaughter is different.
Slaughter them.
Like-
Yeah,
Shit.
slaughter is killing. Slaughter is a killing.
No.
This is so dishonest, El-Had. So fucking
I'm
dishonest.
not dishonest. I just don't have the word to say it by English. I can't say it with Arabic, but I can say it with English. I'm not dishonest.
How about you write this into Google Translate and then you paste what you're trying to say into the chat? I know
I will
Google
try, I will
Translate is
try.
not amazing with Arabic, but it can give us some kind of an indication of what you're trying to say.
Yeah, this is. But they gave me a wrong word.
Yeah,
I want
because
to try.
Yeah, you make the claim that you don't slaughter animals in Islam, and that's just like I don't know how that can get lost in translations when you make such a claim, because halal slaughter is a thing, and slaughter means the killing of
Look,
animal. Yeah.
What is the difference between us when we slaughter the animal? It's big difference than you see what the animal goes in, like American Kentucky, American, McDonald's. You see, is they go put it in the machine, and he's on other side turn meat, right? You see
Elhad,
that?
Elhad, do you slaughter animals in order to eat them? No, not in an
Yes.
American way, in a halal way, halal slaughter. Do you slaughter
Halal
animals?
way is different than
To slaughter, but still to slaughter, yes, to kill?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So you slaughter animals, you don't eat them when they naturally die. Thank you. Val, you can continue. Jesus
Okay.
fucking Christ, brother.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I'm on the go. Sorry. If you want to carry on, just be my guest, actually.
Oh, bro, no,
Go
that
for it.
exhausted me. So if somebody else wants to go, there you go.
I know this make you best. I know this make you best, and you feel kind of bad for the way we live. But in the future, you will understand.
Oh
I
no,
ca-
no,
I
no,
cannot
no! I
describe
understood in the
what-
past.
what I
I'm just,
say.
yeah. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
mute you.
hate.
So this is not about us. We understood in the past what you're saying is just like morally abhorrent, and I have no problem calling you a moral monster. I don't just kind of feel bad for the animal. I just find it morally abhorrent to exploit and slaughter animals when chickpeas exist. Chickpeas exist in all Arabic countries, in all Islamic countries. You could just eat chickpeas and falafel and all of that stuff. Well, falafel is chickpeas. I can unmute them if somebody actually wants to have a conversation with them, but I'm done.
Not all the Arab country have a good financial system.
Do you have chickpeas?
No.
Do you have falafel? Yeah, there you
Falafel
go.
is actually in Egypt. It's very expensive. Actually,
Okay. Do you have hummus? Yeah,
we have what?
hummus in Egypt.
What?
I was in Egypt, by the way. So you have hummus there, yeah? Hummus?
Look. The Egypt,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
published look in Egypt is pretty different. The people
Yeah,
who
yeah,
live in it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
understand. So do you have hummus in Egypt?
We
I know
have
the answer is
something
yes.
a vegetarian dish. Everyone gonna like it. It's called koshari.
Well, we're not talking about vegetarian. So do you have hummus? Can you answer my fucking question?
What is your question? I don't understand your question to answer it.
Hummus. It's like a food that you eat with like pita bread. Again, I was in Egypt.
You call it full? You mean full?
Well, full as well. Yeah, it's some fantastic food.
Yes, it's
Very high in
fantastic food.
protein.
I'm not gonna lie.
Delicious.
But we have to eat some meat to get the protein because in
Whoa.
Egypt, not all the fishes and
So
all
you
the
have full, right? You have full.
vegetables have enough protein to help us
Yeah.
to continue
So you
our
have
life.
full. You said you have full. Yeah. Full has protein.
We-
Lots of protein. There you go.
say it
Dishonest
again.
prick.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, so the full has protein. You don't need to slaughter animals for protein because full has protein in it. it's a bean.
Actually,
Yeah.
the vegetarian is a vegetarians not have enough proteins and
Oh, what's the evidence for
iron
that?
in it. That's
Fantastic
why we
claim.
need-
What's the evidence for that? Provide evidence now.
My evidence is pretty simple. Live in Egypt with the normal people, not the rich one, because you see
Yeah.
the
Is
rich
full
side of Egypt.
expensive
I'm
in
not
Egypt?
rich. I'm not rich. Actually,
Is
I'm
full
not rich.
is full expensive in Egypt? Is it expensive?
Not all the. Sorry, guys.
Full
one-
is full.
one second.
Can you fucking
1
answer
second,
one
please.
question
1 second,
directly?
1 second.
Can you answer
1
one
second, I will
question
answer-
directly?
I will
Is
answer
full
my friend.
expensive? Full is a bean. Is it expensive? Yes or no? Fuck that guy. Okay. Can we move on to somebody else? I'm gonna just mute you.
Falafel's expensive. Didn't you know? It's made of beans, so it's expensive.
Full is like peasant food. Incredibly high in protein. if I remember correctly, so it's been a while since it's been a long time since I've been an agent, but full is like has like protein, like obviously because it's a bean, but I don't remember if it's higher in protein or lower than chickpeas, but also there's fucking chickpeas in Egypt.
Yeah, I've made falafel before. You just soak chickpeas overnight and then you mash it up with a bunch of spices. Super easy.
Yeah.
And you make
Yeah.
them into balls. It's cheaper than meat. I don't know what he's talking about being expensive.
Yeah. Like I'm just like tired. No. Because that person only depending on my fucking memory. I'm amazed that I remember what fool is. How do you write that, by the way?
I think 2 U's, FUUL,
Yeah.
maybe.
Let's see. Yeah. PHOOL. Jesus Christ. PHOOL.
No, I don't think so.
No, somebody wrote it. Yeah, there you go. That's now it becomes brown when it's like actually matured like that. And I was fed that in Egypt as like a vegan option.
So I think some of these Muslims feel like if you say the prayer before you slaughter the animal, it's like you're teleporting the animal to some sort of universe, like perpetual like animal playground, like some animal heaven. That's like it's like almost like it's like a Star Trek teleportation. Like you stab the animal, and then they just kind of get teleported to like bliss land.
This.
It's very hard to argue with somebody who feels that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is what this guy was feeling, but
this guy is feeling nothing. He's just like maybe. How much? I'm not a rich man, yet I pay for exploitation slaughter of animals, which is universally more expensive. Fava beans is in English, Jesus Christ. 8 grams of protein per 100 grams. Fantastic. That's pretty good. It's not terrible.
Fava's full, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like, when I was in Egypt, I was like, this is full. And I remembered because it sounds like full of beans.
So you can spell it with 1 U or 2 U's, or you can spell it like foul, FOUL, but that's less common.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know how it's spelled anyways. All right, I think I'm gonna go off. Unless somebody wants to talk about whether it's okay or not to eat dogs. My chat would love that.
I think it's okay to eat dogs because someone was mean to me. Are you seeing this person in chat? Someone broke my heart, so I don't care what anyone does anymore, and I'm going to eat animals now because someone was mean to me. And I simply don't care. And I'm in an ethics server, and I think it's okay for children to get stabbed. That's what Fang Yon is saying.
The now ex-vegan, yes.
But
Because it's
please
okay
nose
to
to
eat dogs.
tails. But please nose to tails.
Yeah. So because a human
Nose to tail
being hurt
dog.
him, he's going to go and stab baby animals to death needlessly. Yeah. Like a great fucking human.
Someone broke my heart. Oh, I'm so sad. Now I'm going to gas sentient beings to death for taste pleasure.
Tone, have you accidentally perhaps timed out Salad Faux Girl in my chat?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know where the...
Why?
I don't know, they can't talk there and I can't tag them, so I'm not sure. I hope not.
Oh, I don't know where the last one was.
Oh, somebody says fava beans can cause hemolytic anemia in people who are incapable of healthy digestion. Yeah, fava bean people can be allergic to that. So then you just eat chickpeas as fucking cheap and as much protein in them. Cool.
No, the only one I've timed out is Will Smith, but he's a repeat troll and he started trolling again, so I timed him out for 24 hours.
All right, awesome. You are in awesome mode. So anybody gonna tell me that it's not okay to eat dog? Dog is a delicious. Dog meat is fantastic. I really love it. Somebody gonna tell me that it's not okay? Or are we all on the same page and it's okay to kill dogs for meat?
What about for exercise?
Yeah. Well, that's not part of the challenge of the prediction. I'm really not delivering lately. People are like getting upset. Bro.
People got points.
Hey,
on that,
Postmortem, what did you eat yesterday?
Oh, okay. So in the morning, I ate a peanut butter and jam small sandwich with whole wheat bread. And then in the afternoon, I had very little time to prepare because I was at work. Suddenly, I had to like leave as soon as the morning, so though I didn't prepare. So I had like 2 more sandwiches with like fried tofu and vegan cheese on top in there. And in the evening, I came home and I made like this beetroot, carrots, potato, and tofu again. Salad with crunchy pickled pickles. And then I also had like a bit of a few snacks. So I had like 4 cookies that I grew up with that taste great, but they're like dry as fuck, and 2 dates.
Interesting how you can answer that. That's weird. Probably because there was no meat included yesterday, and it wouldn't contradict something else you said. Just curious, that's all.
Yeah. Now, what I ate the day before, total blank. I'm joking. I think I can
Total
remember.
blank. Yesterday I had rice with black lentils with a dollop of hummus, like my sauce, and then I had some baked potatoes. And then I made my kids vegan nuggets after their gymnastics class, and I had like 6 of those with vegan ranch.
Cool.
Very healthy, I know. Oh, and I chugged some soy milk.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. I also had like a bit of coffee and matcha tea. I'm trying to transition to matcha tea instead of coffee because teeth yellow naturally, and coffee makes it worse. And then people come into my chat and say, you look janky. So I gotta start looking less janky. Anybody
Wait, did you
wants
see
to-
this guy in chat? He said it's not advisable to eat dog meat, but you can eat other rared meat. What does that mean? Rared? Like rare meat?
Reared, I think I mean.
Oh, reared. If I
You don't
rear dogs,
rear-
can I eat them?
Yeah, you don't rear meat, you rear animals, just like FYI. Slabs of meat don't walk around pastures.
They grow in the meat tree.
Yeah.
You guys talk in groups and attacks one person altogether, which is ridiculous. Hey, Incognito, we can just have a conversation with one person if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. I can mute myself. You can just have a conversation. You know what? You can choose whom to have a conversation with. There are like a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
can-
vegans here.
Yeah, just choose one
Redonkulous.
person to talk to, and everyone else will mute.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, we do it because Brandolini's law. People spout bullshit, and it takes like actual intellectual rigor to understand how to dispel that bullshit, and we just can't do that one person, right? Generally speaking. So that's why we're a bunch of people, Brandolini's law. Because to dispel bullshit, it takes a fucking village of intellectual people who've read and studied this subject to dispel that bullshit. That's how it works.
Which means
And
there's
also
no
the last guy was
credibility.
or the guy 2 times ago was just annoying as shit. And I just wanted to point out he was a fucking liar. Because it was clear that like people can remember what they ate yesterday, but it just contradicted that he didn't
Wait,
eat meat in a
wait,
month.
wait.
So it's just like,
So not stabbing others to death is just bullshit. Needlessly stabbing others to death is bullshit, is it?
Incognito, just choose one
Not
person and
needless.
I'll have a discussion with you. Know David, the 40-year-old vegan, is incredibly nice. You can just have a discussion with David. Maybe David can't. Sorry for pointing it out. But just like choose one person and you can have a discussion with them. The rest are gonna be muted, okay?
I don't think David's in here.
But you're
Are we
not gonna
done
make up,
with
are
Fang?
you? You're gonna
This
piss yourself
Fang
in the...
Yuan
Yeah.
is a complete moron. Holy shit.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think...
I'm about to PTM him.
Sorry, I think Incognito should choose Azalia, of all people. I love listening to Azalia debate. Hmm. No? You're not gonna make up? You're too scared? Not me, obviously. I'm too direct. Choose somebody else. Choose one. Oh, sorry, that was Azalia. Sorry, no you. They're not gonna choose me. I'm too crass. Or too I guess crass wouldn't necessarily be the right thing, but like a little aggressive.
I haven't heard Azalea in a while. That'd be perfect.
But until we wait for that, Mimi, you wanna have a conversation? Sorry. Touching my nose while doing that as well. CC58. So this is you saying about humane method. So you can kill somebody who doesn't want to die humanely, and that's justified. Why? So it's okay to kill you, despite you probably having many years in front of you, right? So I just hold that to be...
I'm kind of being a bit too edgy.
So I'm just hold that to be a suicidal position, CC58. You literally like inviting people to kill you as long as it's nice. Are you sure you want to take that position? I don't know, it just sounds suicidal to me. Are you sure about that? Do you want to die? Because the question was about somebody who doesn't want to die. Is it okay to kill them humanely? But maybe you just want to die, so you can't empathize with somebody not wanting to die. Yeah, so are you suicidal is what I'm asking. Okay, so is it okay to kill you as long as it's without pain? Is the question. Is it okay to kill you as long as it, according to your definition, killing without pain? Is it okay to kill you? I'm not strawmanning you. I'm asking you a question. You literally can't have a straw man in a question. That's literally impossible. No, because you're human. So what is the morally relevant difference between a human and an animal that makes it totally okay to kill an animal that doesn't want to die, but not okay to kill a human that doesn't want to die, assuming that it's painless, which is a huge assumption. But what is the morally relevant difference between those two beings that makes it totally okay to kill an animal, but not a human being? Yeah, I understand. One is a human, right? We as humans carve out special pleading for ourselves, right? So you're saying one is a human being, and therefore it's not okay to kill him. So I'm asking you, what is that difference between a human being and an animal that makes it okay to kill an animal, but not a human being, right? Because you're saying can't kill human because human, that's just a tautology. That's a formal fallacy, right? Because it's a circle, right? So I'm asking, what is it about human not okay to kill, but animal okay to kill? What's the difference between them? Right, we're not talking about war, because obviously you're not gonna, that's not the, what we're presenting in front of you, right? You're just killing it for taste pleasure. Yeah, what is it? What's the difference? What is the difference that makes it okay to kill an animal, but not the human? What is that difference? I understand you're saying that they're different. I'm just asking what the difference is. Yeah, what's the difference between those things? Right? Human. Not okay to kill for taste pleasure. Animal. Okay to kill for taste pleasure. What? What is that difference? Well, yeah. I understand. You value humans, but why? Yeah, you value humans, but why? I mean, you can value both enough to say that's not okay to kill them. That's what vegans do, right? I understand. You're a human. What is the difference between a human and an animal that makes it okay to kill an animal? What is the difference? You keep repeating, I'm a human. We're not learning anything new about it, right? Like, for instance, I could tell you why I think it's not okay to kill humans, right? And it's going to be not because I'm a human or because they are human, because that's not helping us to learn anything new. To learn something new, we should point why. What is that difference, right? Between two objects, one of them not okay to kill, the other one okay to kill, for trivial shit. What is that difference, right? For instance, right? I'll give you an example. Cici, both humans and animals generally have two eyes. Is that fair to say? Yeah, don't kill an animal. Well, that's what we're asking you. Okay. Animals generally have tails, and humans don't. Is that fair to say? Yeah. So we found one similarity between a human and an animal, and we found one difference between a human and an animal. So, but I'm looking for that difference between a human and an animal that makes it okay to kill an animal for taste pleasure, but not okay to kill a human for taste pleasure. I'm going to assume that it's not the fact that animals have tails. Am I correct in that assumption? Any difference matters. Just different that isn't just different to that it isn't human. Okay. So if Superman, not human, okay to slaughter for burgers? If you can, obviously. Oh, Cici. Right? Superman, okay to slaughter for burgers if he was real? Yeah, I know, I muted them, Navia. Because I'm talking to Sisi. You see how that doesn't help us to just define human, not okay to slaughter, non-human, okay to slaughter, right? We should look at what the beings are before we say okay to slaughter, not okay to slaughter. And I think animals, generally speaking, require moral consideration. Now, Sisi, another question that slaughtered ones that taste nice. I'm gonna give you a secret. I've tasted dog meat in the past. So is it okay to slaughter dogs for meat? Because they really taste nice? Let me just type it out for you. Is it okay to slaughter dogs for meat because they taste nice? It depends on the person. Just don't slaughter other people's pets. Well, what if I slaughter my own pet? Is it okay to slaughter my own pet dog? Because they taste nice? It's a yes or no, by the way. We're all waiting in anticipation. No, it's cruel to slaughter dogs, my own pet. What is the morally relevant difference between a dog and the cow that makes it not cruel to slaughter a cow? Dogs are cuter. So cuteness is the difference between cuteness level, right? Because dogs are cuter, therefore it's not okay to slaughter. So if I find a cute cow, it's not okay to slaughter them? Not okay to slaughter this Highland cow? Cute as fuck. Yes, you can keep the cute cow. Well, thank you very much, Sisi. I think your position is terrible because there are some ugly people in the world. And there are some ugly dogs as well. So, ugly dog. Is it okay to slaughter this ugly dog? Tastes fantastic. Yeah, but you didn't give us the morally relevant difference between a human and a cow that makes it okay to slaughter a cow. The only difference that you did actually give us is that dogs are cuter and therefore it's not okay to slaughter dogs. Well, this dog is ugly. Is it okay to slaughter this dog when I can just eat beans instead? Well, what is it about a human being that makes it the difference such that it's not okay to slaughter? And by the way, you didn't answer this question. Superman, okay to slaughter for burgers? Not human. Superman, definitely not human. You can kill the ugly dog for meat. When you have, like, other food that you can eat that isn't flesh. That's an inside position. But just one last thing. Just Superman, okay to kill, not human. What's up, Marcos? Superman, totally okay to kill? It's dark. It's been dark for a while. kill the ugly dog for taste pleasure. Terrible. So we switched it around, but I'm not gonna take away the point because he actually said, no, don't kill dogs, it's cruel. But ugly dogs, yeah, it's not cruel to kill the ugly dog. Superman might taste not nice, but also might have to kill. Is the big threat to humans, but maybe better in peace. I don't know, he's not real. Okay. Well, we got your concession on kill dog, kill Superman now as well. It's just like you. I think it's fair to say, CC, that you don't have a moral position. You just like vibe, and that's not a good way to live through life because I think you'll find yourself doing something horrific. And regret, hopefully, regret it later. Yeah, it's for unnecessary food. Like, I've been vegan for 10 years. I eat food. I eat food that animals weren't slaughtered for. So which makes we kill animals for unnecessary food, is the point, right? And you say rabbit is not cute? It's not cute enough, rabbit, to not kill? See, it's like there is no moral position there. It's just like vibes. Arguably one of the cutest animals on planet Earth is a rabbit. And yet you kill them because it tastes nice. Well, my food tastes incredible. You see, when you go vegan, you actually learn how to cook. It tastes fantastic. I crave my food. It tastes really, really good. So I eat food for taste that animals weren't slaughtered for, and you eat food for taste that cute, fantastic, smart, fantastic animals are killed for. So what do you think it's okay? 120 was 12 or whatever. I'll just call you 120. Do you think it's like as long as the hunter hunts a dog and eats all the dog, is it okay to hunt dogs? 120. Yeah, just let me know, 120, is it okay to, guys, I'm gonna help you out in a major way, or like take it away from you if you said one. I genuinely don't go on that post until later, so I don't want to bias myself. So 120, as long, if I go out hunting dogs, and as long as I promise to kill the entire dog, to eat the entire dog, right? Is that okay for me to hunt and kill dogs? Hell, rubber Satan. Oh, my Satan is not rubbery. Whose dog is it? Just stray dogs. Stray dogs, okay to hunt and kill? You see, people are like, look through morality through like ownership laws or something. Stray dogs are okay to kill. Okay, awesome. As long as you hunt them and as long as you eat them. Cool. So what is the morally relevant difference, 120, between... Oh, wait. I forgot a step. So is it okay to hunt stray humans as long as you kill them and eat the entire body? Is that okay to kill stray humans? Humans who like don't have a family? Nobody to care for them? Well, what if it was legal, right? Like, let's say it's in a country where it's legal to hunt for humans for food. You can there is like a bunch of beans and other vegetables and fruit and fungi that you can eat. But you decide, because it's legal, to go and hunt humans and kill them. Is that okay morally? 120? Well, as I showed you, CC, right, there are like many differences between humans and animals, but there are also quite a lot of similarities, right? And one of the similarities, CC, is that both experience life and want to continue living that life, and they are incredibly motivated by survival, in fact, generally speaking, right? And they can feel not only pain, which you took away because you said we should kill them painlessly, but also, which, however, how the fuck do you do that? They also feel fear and joy and excitement and want to continue living. That's the similarity between humans and animals. And that just happens to be the reason why it's, in my opinion, let's see what 120 says in a second, not okay to kill human beings when you can just like avoid it, right? We're not talking about war where you might not be able to avoid killing human beings. We're talking like just like regular peaceful times where you go to a supermarket and you, instead of this milk that a cow was killed for, you can just buy milk that's, you know, a soy milk, right? That some animals are still killed for, but much, much less. You can just do that. You can choose a different flavor, that's for sure, a flavor that you will get used to. It's a delicious thing that no animals were exploited and slaughtered for. And we can also in the future avoid have any animals killed for that as well. When we abolish animal agriculture, there's not gonna be a point where we can solve those issues, right? I know I'm adding a lot of nuance for you, CC. If it's legal to kill humans for food, and you want to do it, then it will be okay morally. You see? So now we should put CC and 120 in a cage, and they should talk at each other. CC should start convincing 120 why it's not okay to kill humans, although he doesn't know the difference between a human and an animal. That makes it not okay. And 120 can say, no, you like, you know, if it's legal, you can totally do it. It's fine. See, like somebody who conflates legality with morality, they're just like come out sounding incredibly weird, right? Yeah, I know. I saw it. No worries. It just took me a second because I was answering CC about something, right? Well, a cow wouldn't eat you. A cow is a herbivore. So, but like, if that's your morality, right? Like, if you give a human baby a gun, he's gonna kill you. Is it okay to kill human babies? Right, it's gonna accidentally kill you. But if you give like a human baby like a gun, I should be saying pew pew, but I don't care. Whatever. Let it demonetize, I don't care. No, it's actually 120. That's just like a total gross misunderstanding of how morality works. We make laws because it's immoral to do something. You should separate those two concepts. You have it upside down. You think because something is illegal, therefore it's immoral, but it's the other way around. Because something is immoral, we make laws to make it illegal as well. As in the future, it's going to be illegal to kill animals. It already is. It's illegal to kill dogs in most places on Earth, right? So it just like works the other way around. Yeah, if you fuck with her, if you like threaten her, she would. If you just leave them alone, they're not gonna do anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's again just like doesn't explain anything, CC. It's like if you ask me, VPM, what fruit would you do you like? Let me just like, I say I like apples, and then you ask me why, and I say because it's an apple. Did I give you a meaningful understanding on why I like apples? I don't think I did. Right? Because you're making the claim that it's immoral to eat human beings. So surely you must give us justification for it. Right? But how about this? Both CC and 120. I can just like I have this Discord server where you can come and like have a discussion between you, just fight about whether it's moral or immoral to kill human beings. Right? In a place, let's say in this dystopian place where it's legal to kill human beings, 120 says it's okay to kill those human beings. And CC says, no, it's not okay. So I'm willing to have you fight each other about this and maybe reach some kind of a consensus. I think that's going to be incredibly enjoyable. I can shut up for a second and just like be quiet. Maybe detain a person. Well, I'm just asking, right? Like if there is like the baby has a gun right there, he will kill you. Is it then okay to kill babies? Because if you give them a gun, they're gonna kill you. Right, CC, are you willing to entertain 120 as well? And come into the server and you have a discussion? It's getting late, man. It's getting very late. Oh, I forgot to look into this. So there is a link right there. They sound like a psycho. Well, that's what I'm want to see. I want to see you two guys have a discussion. So if CC agrees, right, then I can just like give you like a QR code if the link is not working for you, because if you're on a phone, it might not work, yeah. But then the one for the 40-year-old vegan says that it does work. But I can just give you this. Boo-boo. There you go. I have a solution for everything. I am tired and hungry though. You'll make a video now and you'll tag me. No, I don't want a discussion like that. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I think CC wants to have a conversation with you. He's calling you a psycho. I just want you two to have a conversation, right? Because I agree with CC here, but I don't think CC can win in a debate against you. Oh, fuck. You'll make a video. I don't want a video. I just want CC to have a discussion with you. No problem. Take as many minutes as you want. Right. Fuck. I'm ready to sign off though. So 120. I don't want your video. I want you to have a discussion with CC. They're already off making a video, aren't they? And then they're gonna say, there, I posted the link of video, not knowing that you can't post links in YouTube. Imagine being anti-vegan, yeah. Weird. It is weird. So, CC, the way you feel about 120, he's making videos of him taking the lives of innocent animals that can't defend themselves. And imagine that what they are doing. Okay. So they're like just killing a mouse somewhere, aren't they? Or going and shooting a chicken in the face or something. Yeah. That does sound like psychopathic. Well, guys, I don't see progress here. So, a true hero. Yeah. CC, here's the issue, right? You already subscribed, so might as well come back and talk to us. When you find an answer that is better than I like apples because they're apples, which is basically what your position is about humans. You can't kill humans because they're humans. If you find a better answer, come back and we can discuss that, right? But I see 120 he's running away from you, CC. He's running away from a debate with you. Isn't it weird? Yeah, it's the same. I know, I understand, but it's the same thing. Right, I'm simplifying it a little bit. I'm just saying, right? Instead of saying because apples are sweet and have a slight tangy flavor, I just say, no, it's an apple. And you're saying something a little more complex, I understand. You're saying it's not okay to kill humans because I'm a human, but it cashes out in the same thing, right? You're saying I'm a human, therefore I can only empathize with humans, therefore it's not okay to kill human, but you're not giving us like the reason behind why you're killing a cow. Like why it's okay to kill a cow just because you can't empathize with them? Do you not empathizing? You're not empathizing with a cow? You can't empathize with them? It's just like sounds like lack of empathy or something. And the reason would be right in case of why it's not okay to kill humans. They wouldn't kill humans. You just leave them alone. They do nothing. I'll tell you more than that, CC. They wouldn't exist if you weren't eating them. Herbivores are dangerous. What about chicken? Would chicken kill you? Chicken is an omnivore. Oof, more dangerous, because we are omnivores and we're dangerous as fuck. Just don't give a shit, kill whatever. Whoever. Yeah, a human could kill a human. Yeah, so why would you kill chicken? Unless, they would also kill us is not a good reason to kill somebody. Yeah, so it's so tasty, right? Just like to give you education at this point. Tasty is not a property of an animal. Because if I just gave you a chicken, a live chicken, she wouldn't be tasty. Right, tasty is a property of dead, cooked, and seasoned corpse. Right? So I'm trying to ask you, if other tasty food exists, why would you kill a chicken? Yeah, a bunch of children wouldn't give you special treatment either, right, Sissy? There are also mentally challenged human beings who wouldn't give you any treatment. They can't. They just like can't think morally. Is it okay to kill mentally challenged human beings? I'm pretty tired, guys. I've been talking for a very long time. So again, I'm not asking you a legal question, because in a second I was just gonna say, well, what if it was legal? You wouldn't say it's okay to kill humans, so I'm just looking for that property that a human has that makes it okay to not okay to kill a human. No, we would make it legal. So this is a Cici, this is a, what we call special pleading. I'll show you. So special pleading, right? Let's see, special pleading. Let's go to. So special pleading is an informal fallacy where a person claims that exception to a general or universal principle, but not the exception is, but the exception is unjustified, right? So you're saying basically it's not okay to kill human because we would make it illegal, but that's like, that's already like, it's, I would say it's even circular argument, because we make it illegal not like because it's not okay to kill humans, but you're saying it's not okay to kill humans because it's illegal. Let's see if we have an example. Everyone has a duty to help the police to do their job, no matter who the suspect is. That is why we must support investigations into corruption into the police department. No person is above the law. Of course, if the police come knocking on my door to ask about my neighbor and the robberies in our building, I know nothing. I'm not about to rat anybody. Yeah, it's kind of similar to what you're saying, but like a circular argument is more likely. This is Cici eats bunnies. Bad person. Oh, it's actually incredibly, Cici, it's actually incredibly detrimental to society that we continue killing animals. It's terrible for humanity. So that's not the reason why it's legal. But we're talking about morality here. Why is it immoral to kill humans? It's cold as fuck. Bro, it's cold. It's like 14 degrees in my room, and that's an improvement from this morning. And then I turn on the heater and then it's hot in this specific place, but still cold everywhere else. Fuck. So I hate fucking winters. Can't wait for it to end. Can't wait for it to go back to being boiling hot. Also, my glasses are starting to hurt me, so I'm gonna go definitely soon. Yeah, it's so dark. Fuck, yeah. It's very dark. It's been dark for a while now. So, Sisi, why is it immoral to kill a human? Not illegal, immoral. I'm just gonna... you know what I can do, guys? I can mute myself and I'm gonna let you listen to English Hub. Would you like to do that? Put one in the chat if you want me to continue being live a little bit and let you listen to the other stuff that is going on there. But then I just gotta go rest a little bit. Yeah, Sisi, it's because it makes no sense. There is nothing special about a human being that makes it not okay to kill them, except for sentience, the ability to experience life. And animals have that as well. Yeah, there are lots of reasons to not kill an animal either, right? They're sentient beings. They experience life. They want to continue living. But you say my taste pleasure is more important than the sentient animal's life. You know? So I'm going to go rest, guys, but I'm going to listen in. And if, when I come back, if somebody said something about it's not okay to eating dogs, let me know.
And value humans above other species.
That didn't answer
In
the
order
question.
to-
What's the difference?
That it's practically necessary to function in the world to do so.
So you have a human and a cow. They're different species. They have different traits. What trait is true of the cow that if it were made true of the human, make it okay to farm humans?
Traits of the cow, if it were made true. Wait, I don't quite understand that. So
I'll
you mean
rephrase. What trait would you remove from a human to justify farming them?
Yeah, I don't know that I would remove anything other than their humanity that I think I'd be comfortable farming them.
What is humanity?
So are you okay with like farming chimpanzees for their milk?
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed.
So like we can forcibly rape and breed chimpanzees and like kill their male children and shackle them up and take breast milk from them in a factory farm. You okay with that?
No, I don't think that would be an ethical way of sourcing it. Like you mentioned, shackling them.
Is that how you source your milk? That's how you source your milk, right?
I don't drink milk.
Wait, I thought you said you were a vegetarian.
Yeah, but I don't drink milk.
What animal products do
But
you
eat
consume?
cheese.
I don't eat cheese either, no.
Wait, what
Egg.
animal products do you consume?
Occasionally I eat eggs.
Jesus Christ. Might as well just ask him what he eats. No, not rather than fucking guess. Holy fuck. Jesus. What
Yeah, no,
animal
you're right. No,
products,
you're right. I just want to see if I can guess.
What animal products do you consume?
Occasionally I eat eggs. I mean, not too frequently, but I eat
Anything
eggs.
else?
So you're completely
Wait.
vegan except you have an egg every now and then. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh,
I also eat and drink milk products.
What?
Sometimes.
Wait, you said he
I thought
didn't.
you just said that you didn't drink milk. What?
So, did I say drink? I didn't mean drink. I meant eat milk products. So like if there's milk and bread or something like that, then I'll eat it. And
Oh, cakes and stuff.
Consume. Like, obviously
Yeah.
we meant consume.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's crazy. That's a crazy semantic.
Would you be okay if I made bread with human milk and fed it to you?
I personally have some aesthetic distaste towards that, but if the woman was consensually doing, I mean, I don't.
No, just like how we do it with cows.
Like she's forced to do this against her will. No,
She
I
was
would
born
obviously
on
have
a
an issue. with that.
farm. She was born on a farm, had a really nice field, and we just like find a really big, angry man who wants to, sexually assault them, and we just extract bodily liquids out of them, and then we just take the baby away somewhere so the baby doesn't steal the milk.
Would you be okay with that scenario?
I'm sorry, is she consenting to this or not?
No.
No, wait,
Okay,
wait.
no, I'm not okay.
Wait, hold on. She's as consenting as the cow does.
And how much does the cow consent?
Okay.
They need
Nothing,
to use
right?
a rape rack.
Nothing.
They need to use a rape rack in order to get her to do it. So,
So
not
then she's
much.
not consenting. Then you could have answered the question and said she's non-consenting here.
Yeah,
Th-
just like the cow.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah.
the cow.
Then I'm opposed to it. Of course, I'm opposed to it.
Okay, so what is the difference between the human and the cow? What
So,
trait would need to be
categorically-
removed from the woman? As Felic asked, what traits do you have to remove from the human woman to make it okay to take her milk, kill her babies, and then put the milk in bread?
There is nothing other than her humanity.
So you're okay with that same treatment to chimpanzees, for instance?
Well, I mean, depending on how psychologically impactful or abusive or how much suffering is undergone by the chimpanzee, I
The
may or
same
may
as
not-
the cow that goes into your milk, that goes into your bread. Exact same amount.
I don't think it's equal the experiences that different cows have on different farms. I mean, some of them are going to have a much worse time and experience than others.
Yeah, having your baby taken away is pretty bad every time.
Yeah. So I kind of grew up on a farm, right? So if I use the example of chickens, and I see how these chickens live their lives, and we were collecting their eggs and so on, they're really not living bad lives at all. Like, I don't perceive them to be suffering at all intensely. So I also have seen videos of these terrible chicken farms where they're locked up in cages and they're probably not having a very good time at all. And that, I think, is a very bad way of handling things. So I'm just not really comfortable declaring unilaterally that like all examples of milk farms are going to be examples where the cows are being treated in this morally reprehensible way.
Then what would be
Wait,
the morally right way to do that?
Yeah,
too?
what's the morally-
If we're doing it
Yeah.
morally right to cows, I don't see how we couldn't do it morally right to humans.
You know, they're all being sold to slaughterhouses. I mean, how can you deny that?
Yeah, my question was, if you replace the word chicken with human, would you be okay with that? Or all else equal?
All else equal. I mean, so many variables change, like the ability to consent. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
Well, yeah, the human
no.
would have
I mean,
the
generally
intelligence
the
of a
answer is
chicken.
no. It's like a human is not a chicken, so I would not. I mean, I think there's just a value shift that
What's
happens.
what's
So-
the
so-
trait difference? What's the trait
Yeah.
difference? That's what we
Is it just like is it just a species, like a DNA thing? The human Homo sapien?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen Star Trek?
I have seen Star Trek. Yeah,
Do you like Vulcans?
Vulcans are cool. Sure.
Yeah, so you remember in First Contact, the Vulcans came down tomorrow, and it actually turned out we're more powerful than them. Can I farm Vulcans and milk them, since they're not humans?
No idea, man. I haven't even began to consider such a hypothetical.
Well, just yes or no. Like, you've seen Star Trek, you're well aware of Vulcans. They're not humans, they're not Homo sapien. Can I slave them and milk them, since they don't have humanity?
I don't know. I mean, they're obviously much more like
You don't
humans,
know.
and I don't know. Yeah, that's
That's a good admission. That's
but it's a wild
That's a good
hypothetical. I
one.
mean, we're talking about
That's
chickens and
sophistry,
cows. There's
bro. You would
nothing
just say
that's
no.
really bad. That's pretty bad.
How,
right
how
there.
close do you
That's
think
really
chickens
bad.
and cows are to Vulcans? Like, how close do you see
Dude.
chickens?
You can just say
Vulcans?
no, and then change your previous answer and say I was wrong about humans.
I mean, I genuinely think the gap between how a Vulcan
You don't
is
know
and-
if it's okay to farm Vulcans or not.
No, my instinct says you should not farm Vulcans. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not human. Is the trait? That's right.
What about
You change your-
Guardians? What about Guardians 3? Was he? Did he think it's okay to exploit Rocket Raccoon because Rocket Raccoon wasn't a
Probably
human?
also not. Yeah. Probably also not. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Homo sapien. So
They could be a raccoon, just a smart raccoon.
How smart are we talking?
Rocket.
smart as Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then no, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to farm.
So it's the
Rocket Raccoon.
trait's not human. What's the trait that you would remove from a human to make it okay to exploit and milk them?
It's a good question. But leaving aside hypotheticals where Or there are
Wait, why
other
did you say
species which are
intelligence?
sufficiently
Like, come on,
similar.
everything you're saying speaks to intelligence.
Dude,
But
you
I
made up a
wouldn't- I wouldn't
hypothetical
feel
earlier, and we've
comfortable-
interacted with it just fine. Like, why are you
but I
dodging this
wouldn't-
hypothetical now?
I just
Just
don't have
answer
the
the
answer.
question. It's not human. So what is it? What is it that is true? The cow that makes it okay to enslave them, take their children away, slaughter them, turn them into veal, then after like 2 or 3 years, slaughter that cow, and then also like keep them in a cage, put them in rape racks, artificially inseminate them. What makes it okay to do that to a cow but not a human?
Is there a relevant
What if I said the essence for the potential of rational thought?
So if I find
So
a
you should-
human who doesn't have the potential for rational thought, can I do that to the human? Say like my 2-year-old child.
But her essence is that of a
I'm going to
creature
slaughter
with
her when
rational
she's 3. She'll never have the essence.
No, but she has that right now. She just hasn't actualized that potential yet.
Person with severe Down syndrome, they don't have rational thought. Can I exploit and milk them?
No, but their essence is still that of.
They don't
being
have an
human.
essence, dude. They have severe Down syndrome. You ever work with disabled people? They have
Would you
no
call it-
rational
would you
thought.
call would you call a Down syndrome person human?
Yeah. Well,
And
wait,
is
do
it,
they,
is it
do
a
they have the
property
genes
of
Homo
humans
sapien?
that they can have rational thought?
What is an essence? What is the
It's a really-
physicality of an
really
essence?
good question. Yeah, that is a really good question. I mean, do
So
we really
you-
think it's productive to go down this like rabbit hole philosophically?
Well, it doesn't
I mean,
exist. You just came up with something that's not even scientific.
Yeah, you just
Essence.
made up some shit. You just like made up some weird like woo-woo shit called an essence. Like, what is that?
Okay, so
Are you is that like religious or some shit?
no, it's more philosophical. I mean, you can use it.
Yeah, what is an
in religion.
essence? Can you show me an essence, like in a scientific paper, or show me empirical proof of an essence?
Oh, hold on.
What is an-
I have a quick question. If we demonstrate 2 individuals, one has the essence and one doesn't, are we just declaring that those humans who don't have the essence should be put in a slaughterhouse?
Yeah, if I have an essence scanner, like say Star Trek hypothetical again, we actually invented the essence scanner, and I find out that your mom is lacking the essence. Can I milk your mom?
Sure, but my mom would never, by virtue of being my mom, ever not be like human, and therefore implicitly have the capacity for rational thought.
No, she doesn't have the essence. I have a scanner. There's no essence here.
Yeah,
I don't feel like you're engaging.
I think he means something about rational thought. So basically, an individual who doesn't have rational thought, if they have the essence of rational thought, then we should treat them as though they have rational thought, which is give them rights. So basically, you're completely ignoring the lived experience of mentally disabled people who can have very rich lives, even if they never develop rational thought. And you're completely dismissing that experience.
Well, in this case, it'd be predicated on their humanity, right?
What does that even
Yeah, but they're not. Let's say a disabled Vulcan. Then they don't have humanity, and they're a Vulcan, and they don't have rational thought. I can farm them.
They have their essence of volcanic. What would you say? Volcanism.
Because an essence.
So it's the property that you implicitly identify by virtue of being able to name things and group them into categories and classify them, right? So because I can say chicken and then I can also say dog and then I can say human and I can say Vulcan, I'm correctly perceiving something about this
There
thing.
are many people you can say all of that to who won't be able to categorize anything. Just so you know.
What
I
do
don't
you
see how
mean?
someone who's severely mentally disabled has an essence. If they were, I mean, they're not going to ever develop rational thought. They have no
Would you
essence.
call them a human being? Would you call them a human
Right,
being?
they're human that lacks the essence of being able to have rational thought. And that's
The
the thing you care
property-
about.
the
You don't care about
property-
you don't
property
care
of
about
rational
human
thought.
being. You definitely don't care about human being. We've given you other examples like Rocket Raccoon. You thought he deserved rights. So it sounds to me like what you care about is intelligence. But there are plenty of humans that, or at least the intelligence allows you to have the sort of conversation we're having right now. But there are many humans that will never have this. They have no capacity to ever have this. They still deserve rights because they can have loving, joyful experiences without having this essence you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that bestows this kind of value to you is belonging to a class or a category of things, which we understand like maybe as an essence. And the reason why this essence is privileged over others is because this nature has the potential for certain properties. In this case, rational thought.
So like if there was like a fully like anthropomorphic cow, like with like full on human level capabilities and thought,
Right.
like you would think that it's like completely okay to like
No, it's not okay in that
rape and
case.
steal their milk.
It's not okay in that case. Yeah.
So they have
This
the
thing,
They
essence
whatever
don't
it is,
belong
it's not really a
to
cow
a
anymore. It's not.
species.
It's not.
Well,
really
it is a cow.
It is, yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah, say like in 20
Well, if it's
generations,
talking,
cows
speaking,
get
it's-
the intelligence of humans from like some genetic variation.
Yeah,
They're still
but
a cow.
but it can talk and it has like the ability to express its emotional state and
It's
Like-
a cow
like,
version
say,
of
like a-
Rocket
logic
Raccoon,
and
basically.
mathematics and
Yeah,
this sort of thing.
Yeah.
It could do
They're
all
like
that.
as smart as they're like as smart as a 3-year-old child, and they can like learn Twinkle Little Star on the piano. That's like as far as they can get. And they can say things like, "Dad, can I have some more milky?"
Yeah, I
Is
think
it a
I'd
kid?
definitely not. Yeah, that would sufficiently just demarcate it from the rest of the category of objects where I think.
You
Yeah,
know,
I would
cows
not- I
are
would
like
not
as
make
smart as a 3-year-old, right? They just
don't
can't
think cows are
speak because
smart
they don't
for
have.
3-year-olds.
They just can't speak because they don't have the same vocal cords that we have. We can't understand them. Dude, you ever
Yeah,
been to an
I-
animal
maybe we
sanctuary?
could
Cows know all
actually-
the different colors. They know all the different shapes. Like you can ask them these questions. They know all their names.
So I can communicate with sentences to a child and have them do things like sorting objects and I can have them solve puzzles.
Yeah, you could do
There
that
are
with
many
you could do
humans
that
that
with
you
cows and
can't do
pigs.
that with.
And there's also humans you can't do that with. And yeah, there's pigs and cows that you can do that with. You can go to the sanctuary, the vegan sanctuary, and pigs are extremely smart. They can do puzzles. They can sort things. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen I've seen pigs try to do things. I've looked a little bit into pig intelligence, and I haven't really seen them do anything quite at that level. To be honest with you, they can do basic tricks, kind of like dogs can do, and like maybe some of them pass the mirror test, for example. But this is on a completely different level from being able to listen to short stories or produce rhymes, to be able to have notions, for instance, of like mathematics, at least primitive notions of mathematics, and just on and on. I mean, I think the mental capacities that
So if I find a
child
human
has
who can't
access to.
do, if I find a human who can't do rhymes, rudimentary mathematics, and what was the other one? Like sort of puzzle, can I slaughter them?
Right. So you wouldn't be able to do this because although they don't have the
Essence.
properties,
Because essence.
right, they're part of the category of things which conceptually do this thing. Yes.
I think you're
Right.
making a category error because they don't have that they're not in that category because they can't do it.
You know, when I was working in the laboratories, the chimpanzees, the little baby chimps, loved when I read them stories. They're always like touching the fluffy bunny rabbit. They're very engaged. I used to read
Dude,
stories to them all the
yeah,
time.
you're making a category error. Imagine a Venn diagram, and these humans we're talking about are not in the circle of being able to do those things because categorically they can't.
So the way to understand essence here is it's something which has attributes which are actualized, and in some cases are not in fact actualized, but the underlying essence still contains these potentialities within it, which are
Does
simply
the
not
essence live in the
currently actualized.
brain? Does it live in the frontal cortex? Where does it live?
It's not. I don't know. I mean, I think here's where you're making a category error. Like, I don't think an essence is the kind of thing which is physically quantified per se as localized to a specific place.
Can
Oh,
I,
In the
so
same way, if I were to
are you
tell
religious? Is this like a soul thing?
No. This
Um,
is Aristotelian
I-
metaphysics.
Is it like a genetic blueprint? So you haven't
Can I-
expressed those genes yet, but you
can
will
I
in the
ask?
future?
Can I ask a question which is kind of related to all of this, but a little bit different?
Mhm.
Why? I don't want to like selectively pick on you about this. But I find it really interesting that many people who are not vegan want to find a way to oppress others. They want to. It feels like they need to find a way to oppress others. While we as vegans are like, okay, you can think? Amazing, let's not oppress you. While the other team is like, oh, you don't have something that I care about? You should go to a slaughterhouse. I find it to be really interesting. Like all of us do care about, including you. We do care enough about you to not put you in the fucking slaughterhouse. We care about other beings, those sentient ones who can experience something, even a fraction of what you're experiencing, and not put them in a slaughterhouse. But for some reason, you think like, oh, you're not similar to me. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
That's
I
how we
would.
see it.
It's not that I don't care about them at all. I just care about them less per unit, so to speak, than I do about a
you
human being.
don't care about them enough to just leave them alone.
What's really interesting in this convo is he said Homo sapien earlier, like almost bit the bullet on farming chimpanzees. But then when I said Vulcan, he like, no. And then I've pressed him on. He's like, okay, you can't farm Vulcans. And then he like brings in essence. You just like make that shit up on the fly. Like, what the fuck is an essence?
You can look up Aristotelian metaphysics, or
Dude,
even medieval
I don't
metaphysics.
believe
and
in
look up
like
the word.
woo-woo soul shit from like 4,000 years ago. Like, what is an essence? And why are you
okay,
using it
so-
to justify? Why are you using that as a justification to like stab being for fun? Like what? An essence?
I'm recognizing that there is an inequality in the moral weight that the way that I should pay attention morally to my environment based off of the category of thing that's in front of me. So if I have a young child in front of me, the way my attention is going to be shifting with response to like how to relate to this thing on a moral level is going to be very different than if I have a rock in front of me. And the reason why is because these are different kinds of things that demand different kinds of moral attention.
But why do you want to actively harm another being?
I don't want to actively harm another being.
But you are actively harming another being.
You want to because your behavior shows it. Actions speak louder than words.
So when I'm, let's say, buying eggs at the supermarket, what I'm doing is recognizing that there is some trade-off that is likely taking place where these chickens, maybe some of them are dying, for example, the young baby male chicks and so on.
They're getting abused.
Well, I'm not sure it's painful to get put through a grinder, but like anyway, what
You
the
don't
trade-off
think
is there
getting
is
put
that
through a grinder is abusive? Okay.
Wait,
I don't think
do
they're
you think it's
suffering.
okay if I put a child in a grinder, like a child baby human?
No,
if it's
but
not a, if it's
you're refusing to recognize what I'm saying. I'm saying they're different categories.
Okay, so
of
what's the
things
difference? What's
that
the
demand
difference?
Different kinds of moral. It's a different kind of thing. A little baby chick is not a child.
Okay, so what makes it okay to do it to a baby chick, but not a human baby? And if you say essence, I'm just gonna fucking quit. Like I can't handle this fucking Aristotelian essence, though. Like, bruh, is an essence.
And you think that it's okay to like drop puppies into a grinder? Just to be clear.
All things being equal, absolutely not. If there is some other
So what's the
reason,
difference between a dog and a chicken? They have
I
the
also
same
don't. I
essence.
also think all things being equal, a chicken should not be put in a grinder. I also believe that.
Why do you pay for it?
Because it's not all things being equal. I'm also there's something that's gained as a result of this. For example, the meat slop that is produced by these grinders. I mean, this goes to
Yeah, you'll get the
feed
same stuff if you
moles.
drop a puppy into a grinder. So I don't understand.
I
why
agree
wouldn't
with you.
Be okay with
I
dropping
mean,
a puppy into a grinder, but you're okay with dropping a chicken into a grinder.
if hold on, if a puppy, if you have some sort of like baby dog factory or whatever, and you're actually using the meat that comes as a consequence of this grinder, and it's not super painful because it's instantaneous, and there's not a lot of psychological suffering involved, and then you eat the meat of the female dogs or whatever, I would have no issue with that. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, so you actually are okay with dropping puppies into grinders? Okay, I thought you said that you were.
Not all things being equal. No, in other words, if the only thing that tilts the scales here, that imbalances the scales, is just the death of this dog, then no, I wouldn't do it. But if you're telling me that there's something that I get as a consequence,
Ridley, he's
then maybe.
basically saying as long as you make a sandwich out of a dead dog, then it's okay.
Oh yeah, I understand. I think it's pretty disgusting to think that it's okay to drop puppies into grinders, but I mean, I guess that's
I think
just
it's okay to
what
drop
we're talking
baby.
to right now.
If it's a baby chimpanzee, can I drop them into a grinder if I get chimpanzee sandwiches at the end?
Those are like the ones that I read the stories to.
Let me ask you guys a question. Is it okay
Wait,
to put a rock?
wait. Just
If you
answer that
didn't
one real
answer the
quick. Yes,
question, no.
yeah. Just yes or no. Can I drop chimpanzees into grinders
Like, is that ethical?
for fun?
I would not do that. No. I mean, all things being equal, no.
So, but you do it with chickens.
I would not do it with
And
chickens
puppies.
if I gained nothing as a consequence of it.
What do you mean? You do it to chickens?
No, he's gaining the flavor of eating chicken, I
Yeah.
guess.
What
I'll
about
gain chimpanzee flavor. It tastes amazing.
You might be, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to meat industry from chimpanzees.
You're not
Yeah, what-
opposed to chimpanzee grinders?
what about some guy that really loves having sex with dogs and wants to rape them, whatever? Is it fine?
No, that's not fine because I think you're harming the person as a consequence of.
Well, no, the
doing
dog's
it.
asleep.
No. He loves it. He loves it.
We
He's not
can
getting harmed at all.
If we
He's just
demonstrate-
loving having sex in the butt of the dog.
If,
You know.
if we
Yeah, the dog is
demonstrate-
asleep. The dog is asleep from
No,
sedative
no.
pills, and the guy rapes the dog. Is that okay?
No.
The guy gets
No.
immense pleasure?
Stop.
The dog is not asleep.
Not asleep. Yeah.
Let this talk.
Yeah, the dog is not asleep. Is it fine or no?
No, it's not fine. No,
Why not?
because as I was saying earlier, I think regardless of whether the person is experiencing at some level pleasure, I think this is actually bad for the person to be doing.
No,
this
it's
sort of
not.
stuff.
It's good for the
It's
person.
not bad.
It's harming their. It's harming their.
Wait,
essence.
let this talk, please. Let this talk.
It's not bad. Don't change the hypothetical, okay? It's not bad. Stop being a sophist.
I think it's actually bad though. You're asking me to imagine a world where I don't think it's bad.
But
It's
it's not bad.
not-
That's hypothetical.
It's not bad for the person. The person loves it. He really enjoys that. And if you prevent that person from doing it, he will suffer mentally.
Okay, so fair enough. If the hypothetical is that it's actually not bad for the person to have sex with animals and to do zoophilia, then I would not have an issue with it.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you for coming.
No,
And now you
remember
get muted.
remember that's not our world. We don't live in that world. I don't think
there
that's
are
the
plenty
idea.
of.
Why do we
people
always
who
end up
would
with
love to
bestiality
do that.
reductios and these people bite the bullet? It's holy shit, bro.
I've
I'm saying
literally
it's
met
bad.
people
Stay away
who
from the animal
subscribe
It's
sanctuary.
to
bad.
the
I'm saying you
improved
should
that
not
they could do that
not
to
have that
animals.
with sex with animals. You know,
Isn't it like illegal to have sex with sleeping people? So why would you be fine with it?
Well, he's okay with having
Oh.
sex with animals because he's okay with raping
Yeah.
chickens, bringing them into existence, and then grinding up their babies. So he actually is okay with having sex with animals.
I just
Yeah.
want to ask why they're not considering the animals in this equation and only considering the human beings.
Because essence.
Essence, though.
So
Essence,
because
though.
dog doesn't have essence, it's okay to rape dogs. I don't know.
As long as they
I
don't have
think-
an essence from the essence scanner, we can do whatever we want with them because they don't have
I don't know.
essence.
I just think dogs belong to a bunch of categories that make it not okay to rape dogs. I don't know. Just because a dog doesn't belong in an essence category, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know if there are other categories. Why aren't we considering other categories when in the question whether it's okay or not to rape dogs? But you guys can move on. I'm eating while listening to you.
Well, Hans Blomqvist, do you think this hypothetical was somehow unfair or something? Because this actually happens in reality. There's plenty of people that enjoy bestiality and want to have obviously unconsensual sex, so basically raping animals. They want to do it, and they have
Oh, yeah,
pleasure doing
very
it.
well
And if
aware.
they don't do it, right? They don't have the fun they want to have. So it's actually detrimental for them, right? But the problem is that there's the victim. So what was unfair about my hypothetical? Can you explain?
The fact that it was a hypothetical and that you didn't frame it as this being him taking a stance on real world examples. Other than that, it's completely fair to ask that.
No, I made it clear that it does exist. I made it very clear.
Yeah, but you
Now,
were also
probably-
asking a hypothetical at
probably-
the same time. So your hypothetical was both a hypothetical and not a hypothetical at the same time, and then you muted him for the real world implications, which is not.
Wait, how's
Do-
it not a
hypothetical is.
hypothetical?
Do you
How is it not
understand that
hypothetical?
hypotheticals can be things in the real world?
A
Do you not know
hypothetical is
this?
purely for the sake of making a hypothetical. It can be
No.
parallel or
No,
mirroring something in the
It
real
can
world.
be no hypothetical. Just means that you're talking about something that without naming a specific case, right?
No,
I'm not
false.
saying, oh,
You're
John
saying
Doe over
example.
there. I'm not saying John Doe over there. That guy and naming that person is doing this or whatever, right? If I'm doing that, I'm talking about a hypothetical person.
No, hypotheticals are explicitly not related to the real world. What you're talking about is an
Okay,
example.
you just don't know what a hypothetical is. That's fine. Okay.
Can I say hypothetically
not
tomorrow
sure.
morning
Should we
I'm
look it
gonna
up?
have oats? Can I say hypothetically tomorrow morning I'm gonna have oats?
Yeah, you can. That doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
going to happen, right?
Sure. So it can be either real or not real. It could be
Yeah.
that tomorrow I wake up and have oats. So that's a realistic hypothetical. Yeah. Never heard anybody say, oh, your hypotheticals are too realistic. Usually people dodge hypotheticals because they are not realistic enough for them. Weird.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's also true. But this guy was arguing for philosophy. He was not arguing for the sake of whether it was real or not.
Yeah. Did you guys
Which is
come
why I think
together?
it was
You and
unfair.
that other person? Are you like together here?
Oh, me? No, absolutely not. And I thought his arguing style was terrible. Like, don't worry about that.
Oh.
I just think that that in particular was a bit unfair because he felt like he needed to answer the hypothetical on the premises of the hypothetical alone and not based on his like thoughts about real world implications.
Okay.
Well, he was
Well,
allowed to
we're in a
answer the
server.
hypothetical. He just didn't have to say that he thinks that if a rapist benefits from raping an animal, then it's okay.
Oh no, he
Like,
wasn't
didn't
actually.
have to say that.
Destroyer was pressing him really hard on actually answering on the exact phrasing of the hypothetical.
Hans,
Right.
he's
And he
elucidated in the
answered.
chat that as long as it benefits the human, it's okay to do whatever the fuck you want to the animal. He's already elucidated that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ethics
I'm not
server,
defending him.
And if he's gonna have the stance that it's okay to rape animals for fun as long as it benefits you, like the conversation's over. It's a time waste after that. Like, come on.
I mean,
Though
it's pretty
I will
easy
I
to
will
show him
say
on
that
isn't it?
like my attitude with Karnas is that they're all crazy, and occasionally they bite the bullet on an entailment to their craziness. They still came in saying it's okay to kick animals into gas chambers. So unless we're truly tired of talking to someone, I don't think anything they admit to is necessarily a required stop to the conversation. Because I think the more things they can be revealed to themselves as being ridiculous on, maybe the more likely they are to switch after the conversation. That's just my
And also,
attitude.
like just look at the convo that happened because he said Homo sapien though, and as soon as I said Vulcan, like he admitted that like Vulcans could exist. Seen the movie, he's seen all of it, and he's like, I don't know. Like, come on, man.
He also said that
Yeah,
it was
but that
like
was
completely
progress.
acceptable to him to throw puppies and chimpanzees into grinders. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I
but
don't
he's-
actually believe that he wouldn't think that bestiality is okay if he thinks it's okay to throw puppies into grinders. like,
Exactly. He doesn't.
biologically.
He's admitting to a lot of things. In
Why would
terms of
I
bestiality.
give him the benefit of the doubt after he says that bestiality is okay, that he doesn't actually think bestiality is okay? Like, he literally just said all this crazy stuff. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt when he continues saying more crazy stuff. It wouldn't make any sense because he literally said so. Like, that's what he believes. He believes it's okay to
These
throw
guys are
puppies
all-
into grinders, chimpanzees into grinders. He thinks that if people benefit, it's okay to rape animals. Like, I mean,
I think that's funny is when you ask someone to explain something. Like I was asking, what is essence? He's like, go read this 2,000-year-old philosophy, and then maybe you'll get it. It's like if you can't explain it yourself, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Did you ask him to explain it?
I did. I said, what is an essence? And he's like, go read Aristotelian philosophy. And I'm like, just what is it though? He just can't explain it. He's just like essence.
Sure, he said you should go read it, but he was citing it. It's pretty easy to dub on that position though. Like, literally just ask if it's representative. Like, what does essence represent? It's
I
either
just asked,
that or
what
he needs
is
to
it?
point to something that
And he
exists.
can't answer. Like, what is it?
Right, so obviously he couldn't point to that.
So why
which
is he
means that
using
it-
it as a justification if you can't even like answer the question? Like, what is an essence?
Because
like,
your
I don't know
question
what it
assumes
is. but
something else
use
than
the
the framework.
grinders.
Like, if you're
So
asking a
is he
trait-based
using it-
question, and he doesn't have a trait-based ethical system, then that doesn't really work. You need to ask
Well,
him,
it is a
okay, but
trait.
could
The
there be
trait is
traits
essence.
that are represented via essence? And then you can work, right? But he just wasn't working with that unless you were to do that.
Well, I think to Steelman, what essence is I think it's someone who has a mind that has been constructed in such a way that as it develops, it will eventually develop the capacity to have language. And that's what essence is. So even if you're like, so if like your child, your mind is still constructed in such a way that eventually will acquire language. That's the way the progression of the human mind's development works. And if you're a mental disability, then you might just have something like an arrested development of that process. But that process is still started. But if you're from a species that doesn't have the ability for any of them to communicate with language, then they lack whatever that thing is, which he's calling an essence. I kind of
It's soul
understand what
meme.
he's talking about. What?
It's the whole soul meme. It's like Aristotle is
I don't
Aristotle
think
rather.
it's soul. I don't think it necessarily has to be require any sort of metaphysical belief. I just think it sort of undermines the qualities of beings that maybe don't have the ability to communicate in symbolic ways.
Well,
Like,
Nick,
you know,
just to be clear, I did ask him a few times, and he used the word metaphysical.
Yes. That's what it is.
okay. Here, well, we should probably move on to talking about veganism. Let's see.
Yeah, no, but it's just soul memes. Literally, it's just a soul meme. He's saying that, oh, the soul exists metaphysically and it manifests in these physical forms. And if he's saying that, like, oh, yeah, there's like an essence of like whatever it is, he's just saying, okay, there's this kind of being in there. I'm just assuming there's a being in there, right? And then you just hit him with the whole, like, oh, well, how do you know? Why can you assume this?
Anyway, let's move on
he
to
bit the bullet
veganism.
on dog sex. But for the next time someone comes in with Aristotelian ethics, okay?
Yeah, let's move on to veganism. Anyone, any non-vegans want to ask us any questions?
Guys, I have a question to non-vegans. If I really like the taste of dog meat, is it okay for me to eat the dog? Kill and eat a dog?
What if they say yes?
Then we'll continue the conversation.
Yeah. Dister, please forgive me.
No problem, man. Tomorrow.
Kisses. Kisses. Tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm still, dude. I'm tired. Still driving, man. I'm being exploited.
So Shinichi, mic up, man. Is it fine to make dog burgers? I would argue that non-vegans should be fine with eating dogs and cats and, you know, whatever animals. And also they should be fine with, you know, sexually abusing them as well. Because they're paying for it to happen to other animals.
Well, the last guy was.
And if you're not actually fine, then you should be vegan. Who disagrees?
My mom.
My mom as well. It sucks.
Can you get your mom on the voice call? That'd be entertaining for us.
Oh,
And maybe your mom would go vegan. It'd be a win-win-win.
yeah, I think so actually too. Honestly, I mean, I'm afraid she can't speak English, but the problem is maybe she would listen to people besides me, I guess. There's something weird going on there, I guess, like this power dynamic or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, I definitely get that. It's like, hey, I raised you and you're my kid, so I know better. Some shit.
Exactly.
Like you must be
That's-
wrong because you're my kid.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay.
Guys, I think this has run its course, and it's
What's
just
up,
a
short
match.
fuse? Hugs and kisses go out to the lovely Sweden.
If this person talks, then we'll continue. But
What's
if
good,
not,
man? I'm working, so I heard about half of what you said just now.
that's a vegan.
That's okay. Just assume positivity, man.
I think it's time. I think it's very late. I think it's time. I said the stream is going to be only 3 hours. We got one not okay to eat dogs from the chat. And I have tried, you've seen. So, goodbye, my dear, dear friends from my chat. And thank you for hanging out with me through 2 live streams and 1 kick, whatever it is.